strengthened by First Nations. Moments, connections, stories. This is Sir Doug Nicholls Round.
Welcome back to NG Stadium. The Giants hosting the Lions from McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Ream Hot Water built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream. Overcast conditions. If you've just joined us, you missed our last 10 minutes. Lockie Whitfield, a late out for the Giants. That will have its ramifications in the back six for the Giants because their season is on a knife's edge at the moment as they look to take out the Lions today. The Lions belted last week, given a reality check as I turn to you, Jude Bolton. Just measure up this one. No Whitfield, no Jesse Hogan, a number of others players missing. Darcy Jones, no Alika, no Sam Taylor, still hasn't been cited for the Giants. Set this one up for us.
Yeah, for me, the Giants, they haven't won scores from turnover differential the last 3 weeks, and they got belted by West Coast last week, minus 22 in that area. And it tells me that their running game and their ability to rebound off half back is lacking at the moment, and we haven't seen that wave, that tsunami that we quite often see where they're linking up and running and forward handballs and the like. So being able to do that to an opposition and really test them, and that's what you need to do against Brisbane. Maybe make sure you're switching angles. Geelong did that so well, just being able to shift the angles, shift where Harris Andrews is able to position, go around him at different stages and really pull their defence apart. So I want to see that from the Giants, but then also defensively. I think at times they've been able to cough it up and turn over the football. They were under a weight of repeat entries from the West Coast Eagles, no less, last week, and they couldn't survive. So today, I look at the Brisbane Lions, and they've got gears. They can just flex their muscle when they need to. They've got the experience and talent on the list to really test teams. So just want to see them really hook in.
Brisbane 6-4 prior to this particular match this afternoon. A little bit of a slow start, which is expected. They lost to the Dogs and Sydney in the first 2 rounds, very undermanned against Sydney at the SCG in round 1. Since that time, after the bye, they've won 6 of 8.
And that's exactly right. They needed to, I guess, tighten up a bit defensively. Conceded a couple of games over 100 points, which is rare for Brisbane Lions, and so teams have been able to crack them open at various stages. So today they've got their strong midfield. You'll see Neil and Dunkley and Levi Ashcroft and Will Ashcroft go through there, and really they are the ones that are going to set the tone here.
They dragged Harris Andrews away from the goal square last week. It was a coaching masterclass by Chris Scott. They dragged him. They got him to follow his opponent out onto the wing, got him a long way away from his home base there in defence, and he only took the 1 mark last week. Do you expect to see the Giants do the same here today, Bolts?
You can try, but he's such a talented player. But the way that Geelong did it, they kept on engaging him enough, and that's where you've got to make sure that you're still usable. Too many players are trying to be that decoy at times, and Harris Andrews, he'll just let you go, and he'll let you go and get footy up the ground. He doesn't care. But Geelong were using that player at various stages, and that's what you've got to do. Make sure his teasing distance is just off a little bit so you can use his opponent at various stages. And it was a coaching masterclass, and that's what Chris Scott's known for.
I want to ask you boys about Clayton Oliver. You see a lot of footy up here in Sydney. He's been an addition this year. We obviously know that Tom Green, the big out, last year's best and fairest, he's had to come out and fill that contested role. He's averaging 31.2 touches a game this year, number 1 in clearances, number 1 in handballs in the game at the moment. How do you see that addition in the midfield?
Oh, I've loved it. I think, when you first got on the list from the Giants, when they brought him in from Melbourne, you just thought, what are you going to get to see from him? And as soon as Tom Green did go down, you knew that he's going to have a big role. Whether he was able to be capable of that at latter stages of his career, but he's been re-energised by a change of scenery, and his impact's been enormous. But they need more around him going, and going with him.
I mean, if Green was beside him, it would be a great 1-2 punch. There's no doubt. You can't plan to lose arguably one of your best players for the season.
My argument is, I guess, Snap, is he influencing the game enough? We can look at the numbers and say, yes, he's winning clearance, yes, he's winning handball, and we all know it takes time to mesh with a new team, so he's still trying to work out what the strengths are of his teammates. It's going to take him probably 12, 18 months to get to that level. But do the numbers stack up and show that he's actually influencing the game for the Giants?
Well, I think to that point, sorry, I think the blokes on the
periphery
that are the derivative of what Clayton Oliver's doing have been underperforming. The Bedfords, we're going to drop downstairs right now. The Welcome to Country ceremony just about to start here at NG Stadium. We still wait.
It's a bit of a hush over the crowd. They're still getting in position, Snap. It's beautiful scenes here. Obviously a big round here. Sir Doug Nicholls round.
The Australian Football League, GWS Giants and Brisbane Lions Football Club welcome you to Sir Doug Nicholls round. To conduct our cultural ceremony, please welcome Michael West.
Pachari Gamarua. G'day everyone. Welcome to Sir Doug Nicholls round. Sir Doug Nicholls was a very important person, an elder from the Yorta Yorta mob, and he was a pioneering campaigner for reconciliation. He was also a governor, pastor, and fulfilled many wonderful roles. Where we are here is Wongal country, Gal meaning people. So we have just across that beautiful river there, we have Wallamadigal. We also have just up the road here, Barramadigal, Barra the Eel people, trading with the rest of the clans here in Sydney. Obviously the CBD is Gadigal clan and Camaragal on North Sydney. I have with me here something that I've bought today that's very special to me on my journey of working with community and people. It's actually from 2012. It has the first 3 Aboriginal players for GWS on it, where we got together at Barangaroo. Obviously a very strong woman of the Camaragal clan, partner of Benelong, obviously. I'd like to say on behalf of Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council elders and members, let's continue our journey of reconciliation, respect, treating people with dignity and honour. From our elders and members, always was, always will be, Aboriginal land never ceded. Let's work to create this society, the best society in the world, to show the rest of the world what we can do when we treat each other with respect and we show a bit more love in the world. Thank you.
Please thank Michael West for delivering our Welcome to Country.
Was that a technical issue in the background? So both teams gallop away from the line-up here in front of the members' western side of the ground to prepare for this particular game. Sorry, we were talking just before, you mentioned Clayton Oliver, yep. And the guys on the periphery, I think, have been, less than optimal to date in relation to his input.
And they've got to be the beneficiaries of his work. They're number one for ground ball gets and their ground ball differential. So they're winning it on the back of him inside and others in there. But yeah, those guys on the outside have just got to be in better positions to utilise that contested footy. And Finn Callahan's just been slightly off the last couple of weeks. You touched upon Bedford. Hopefully he gets a chance to go straight to Lachie Neale after the bounce and really test him out, because Lachie Neale's been influential this year, and looking forward to the midfield battle.
Obviously not getting the service that they'd like inside 50. We know there's no Jesse Hogan down there, so they're going to have to field goals somewhere else. A couple of guys that have been just a touch off the ball. Cal Brown comes back in the side this year. Only kicked a 1-goal 4 from his 5 games coming into this one. Last year kicked the 26 goals 7. Aaron Cadman kicked 44 goals 23 last year. He's only kicked the 10 goals 6, and he's probably the one bolts. Aaron Cadman, he's had a few years in the system now with Jesse Hogan out of the side. He really needs to lift today.
And he's played well against Brisbane previously. Kicked 5 up at the Gabba in a similar matchup against the Lions. So come in with confidence, make sure he's presenting and bringing it to ground for those small forwards that we know have such a big influence for for Giants when they're up and going, and they are those high half forwards that get up and get their link and chain running back through. Brent Daniels coming back into the lineup after a slow start and missing a fair bit of footy has been terrific.
Don't forget the Price Busters with Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free plus instant cash back on top tyre brands, bobjanetmarts.com.au. Justin Edwards.
Yeah, it's nice weather down here after what's been a grey weekend and a grey old morning in Sydney. There's some blue sky around, but it doesn't mean we're out of the woods totally. There could still be rain a little later on this afternoon in this contest. Recapping that late change, Lockie Whitfield is out for the Giants. Harry Oliver is the in. And this is the first time these two teams have met at this ground since that epic final in 2024 where the Brisbane came from 44 points down. So hoping we're getting a game almost even half as good as that one would be a great contest. We're about to have the toss in the middle of the ground, the coin toss, with Kadeem Coleman and Charlie Cameron there. Toby Bedford too, as the players exchange gifts, as they do for Sir Doug Nicholls rounds. We'll have the toss of the coin in a moment. When you're ready, there we go.
Nothing's gone to plan out here today. Nothing.
They didn't even point which way they're going. Did I miss that? I think. Did you see that?
Right of your radio dial, Brisbane will be going.
Oh, goodness me.
There you go. Smooth stuff for you, Justin, like that.
Anyone seen Luffy?
Expecting big things out of you today.
I think we got our Amy Clanger and we already.
Luffy's just listening and going, I'm back in the scene here. I am well and truly back in the fold.
Love your work, Justin.
Like it, Justin. He's down there all day for Bob Jane T-Marts. Players get into their final huddles. Bolts, what are you expecting here today, and who wins by how much?
I think the Brisbane Lions will win by about 15 points. I feel like the Giants will be lifting, but I think they're too strong, this Brisbane Lions outfit.
The great Jude Bolton with us, 325 for the Swans. A couple of premierships to boot. Absolute superstars. Brad Seymour will be calling the action, a superstar in his own right. One of the great callers. And Tim Solly here just making up the numbers. Fantastic day here. Clouds just simmering overhead. Expecting maybe some patchy showers throughout the day, but a top of 22 degrees. A big day for the Giants. They sit 4-6. Can they strike back and claim a big scalp here and get their season back on track?
Sam Draper will be going up against Briggs in the ruck initially. Briggs was well beaten by Bailey Williams last week. Darcy Fort starts deep for the Lions. He'll go up a link with Logan Morris as the tall forwards in front.
Pressure mounting on Adam Kingsley's men.
Couldn't even get in the gate this morning.
No, unlikely to dissipate as well. It continues to mount. Debate over GWS's form. We are all set for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Pretty even tap from the middle. Oliver, snout over the footy, tries to shovel it out. Ben Callaghan going turn wider still. They've worked it to centre wing eastern side. Callaghan with the rock. Goes high up and under. High ball. Big fist comes. Dunkley overruns it. Stone doesn't. Gathers at centre wing. Cadman forward, little handball, speculative style. Green involved, but a good smother from Gardner. Gardner comes in and holds the footy up at half back for the Lions.
Positive start from the Giants. A couple of forward handballs trying to just test this Brisbane Lions outfit.
Sharon back up and down. Briggs palms it down on as far as Dunkley. He got collected high. You heard the umpires exclusively mic'd. He found it wide to Levi Ashcroft. Goes a right foot ball to half forward. Fort has started ahead of the ball. Comes down. The handball look away from Morris was nice. Now Bailey tries to cut his way through. Changed direction. Got the handball to Fort. A little right foot checker to the top of the square. Comes out. Here's Charlie lurking. He tries a little don't argue. Got clawed down. Tumbling ball. Rayner. And now Connor McKenna snaps around the left shoulder. And the Lions strike first here at NG. They're one straight. Giants yet to score. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Bunnings Trade. Get tax time sorted with big deals on big brands.
Just loved the attack on the ball from Cam Rayner. He was the one who split the pack open and opened up for the goal. But the separation that Charlie Cameron was able to get on Connor Iden, he was able to dribble it back into congestion. But look at the hit from Cam Rayner. Just burst and split open the pack and opened it up for Connor McKenna to finish a really good goal on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
Hurry right now at Harvey Norman. Get bonus gift cards with selected Australia-made furniture and bedding. Ends Monday. So the Lions off to a quick start here at NG Stadium. McKenna gets the first. They're one straight 6. The Giants yet to score. Timmy Solly, Brad Seymour in the house alongside the great man, Jude Bolton for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Draper elevates. Oh, they tried to get it out via Lockie Neal. Little fumble. The lines go forward, but only as far as Gardner. And Darcy Gardner takes a good mark over Stringer. He'll just drop it to true centre half back to Lockie Neal. He wants to go. Oh, he trips over and he copped one around the snoz.
He was a bit unlucky there, Stringer, because he tripped up and fell into him, and he did catch him high.
So Neal will proceed to the eastern side from half back.
He wheels around. Stringer goes long and strong down the line. McCluggage got worked off it. Illegally, says the umpire, against Callaghan. And now McCluggage, a right foot ball into the dangerous spot. Ball off hands. Bailey was lurking, but Stone just belts it out of the area. Gardner front spot. Well done, Stringer. Brought it down, but Gardner mops up. Gets it to Neal. Handball wide for Dunkley. Now McCluggage runs to 55. Sends it to the top of the square. Morris couldn't quite. Front centre Laverde. And then he just snaps it around his body and clears the area.
Yeah, Cadman pushing up and his hands were slick. Gave it to Bedford on the show and go. Bedford from half back to half forward in the blink of an eye. If it sits, it doesn't for Thomas. It was a good tackle from Wilmot, or was he holding the man? He was holding the man. So Gothard will take the free kick, wants to go. It's good, quick ball movement from the Giants deep in. Toby went the don't argue with Wilmot. Was there hanging on? There was in the marking contest. And Toby Green will take the free kick, 25 out. Not much angle about at southern end.
Yeah, it was a good kick from Gothard, well weighted over the top, and just allowed Green to put position on his opponent, and then he just panicked a bit. As you can see, Wilmot ducked back, he just grabs a hold of him.
So going at about a goal a game is Toby, and that's like shelling peas for the Giants captain. We're all locked up. 3 minutes played first term. 1 straight 6 apiece on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
It was a really quick entry from the Giants. They transitioned the footy really well from the back half. As we touched upon, just the penetrating kick from Phoenix Gothard. He was able to have Toby Green all alone, and Wilmot's just trying to search for the body as he comes back on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay. And a terrific left foot snap from Toby Green. Free kick definitely there.
A lot of noise in Melbourne at the moment about whether he stays here next year. What are your general thoughts on that, Bolts?
Oh, look, it sounds like it's a bit of a family decision, but this is where you're captain of the club and you've just got to go back and just deliver on the stage, and whatever happens at the end of the season happens at the season.
Great Jude Bolton with us today at NG Stadium. We're all tied up, 1 goal apiece. Back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. 4 climbs high, the tap on as far as Clayton Oliver. And then Ash off the back of the square, little 1-2, he's clawed down, got it up to Daniels, sends a high one into the pocket. Oh, almost a clunk there, Riccardi. A little bit of pressure came. Now Jasper Fletcher, handballs wide for Levi Ashcroft. Ducks through the tackle. A spearing ball down the lines, only as far as Iden.
Yeah, he'll square the footy to Ash. And a good start is Lockie Ash. So held up now, centre wing eastern side. Looks up, driving ball. Deep inside, forward 50. They fly. Off hands. Briggs a little snap. Round the body to Riccardi. And Riccardi's dribbled one home. The Giants get their second for the afternoon. They're 2 straight 12. I'll spit it out in just a minute. The Lions are 1 straight 6 on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Both defensive units have actually been dumped kicking out of defence, and it shows there's been an enormous amount of pressure to start this particular game. This time on the back of an intercept, they just drill this long ball inside forward 50. And watch where Riccardi comes from, because he's just really smart. He just stays down. He allows the others to go for the high ball, and he was just able to dribble that through, as you mentioned. Snapper on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
13th goal for the year. It's been a straight shooter this year. 13 goals for so far. It's coming off 28-13 last year for Jake Riccardi, just 26 years of age.
It's just good forward craft. You don't always have to fly as a key forward. He realised he had contest in the air already.
Back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Draper climbed high but didn't get a paw on it. Came over the halfway line, so free kick Giants. Daniels inside 50. Here's Harris Andrews, who dropped the mark, went with 1 mitt. Fletcher there, hot handball for Bailey. Now Stringer got it to Toby Green. Snapped to his second. It's cut off. Krajewski. A flying shot as he was dragged down. It's out to the right-hand side for one behind. Giants started well here. 2 goals, 1-13. Brisbane 1 goal straight 6. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard. Bunnings trade, get tax time sorted with big deals on big brands.
Coleman, he identified his captain out wide. centre-half back, and he doesn't let him down. So the Lions just control the footy here. McCluggage, a little forward handball, goes to Brucey Reville, and he marks it centre wing, western side of the ground. Lions with the footy. He gallops away now, driving ball, strong leg, sends it deep, whistle on play. Was there holding in the marking contest? I think there is. Rayner picks it up, Rayner waltzes in and gets Brisbane second. They're 2 straight 12, the Giants 2-1-13, Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard as they're still arguing at half forward for the Lions.
Yeah, I think the Giants players are a little bit perplexed at the free kick. It sounds like it was against Briggs. Against Darcy Ford, and the advantage was taken, and just as quick as a flash, the response from the Brisbane Lions. You just see the energy around, just in terms of ball use. They were a bit slow to move that initially, but once it came in, you can see the free kick was actually against Laverty, who grabbed Darcy Ford in the contest away from the high ball. But Rayner is Johnny on the spot and picks that up and dobs it home.
Bit of a shootout here early. It's nice to see. 4 goals in the first 7 minutes here at NG. Only 1 point in it. Giants leading as we're back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Ball comes down. Clayton Oval lurking. Couldn't quite. Now it comes out to Will Ashcroft. His handball missed the target. Darcy Fort, though, out of the congestion. Gets it to half forward. Spore came Iden. Now sweeping on it. Callahan gets it out. They run and gun from half-back. Cornelio, right football. Toby Green read off the boot but went through the mitts. Jasper Fletcher gets a full 360 view of NG, and that'll be holding the prune. Free kick Stringer.
Huge from Jake Stringer. He just knew he had his opponent cooked then, and a strong tackle. Didn't give up on it as Jasper Fletcher was looking for a handball release. Nothing was coming because the Lions didn't fold back. Terrific start also from Kieran Briggs in the middle. He's had 5 disposals on the Triple M Red Z lending stats, leading all comers.
So 2 goals, 3 last week, Stringer. I need him to be a bit straighter today as he breaks the 50. Slow, deliberate, set sail, and the goal umpire doesn't move. He points out to the Martin and Angus stand and says, that's how you strike the Sharon. Stringer's got his first. And the Giants are on early, 3-1-19. The Lions 2 goals straight 12. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. And don't forget, when the footy's on, you can't miss a moment. Get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee, Bolts, only on the My Macca's app.
Magnificent. I tell you what, though, this back half for the Brisbane Lions just needs to tighten up. At the moment, the Giants have had only the 5 entries for 3 goals. Every time it goes in there, they look super dangerous. And Jakey Stringer actually blew a kiss to the crowd.
Oh, was it a kiss?
On the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
Yes, please.
Blowing kisses at round 11. And they're 4 and 6.
Must be someone up in the stands that he likes.
Well, there might be. A smart start here from the Giants. 3-1 plays 2 straight for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy back in the middle. Down low was Daniels. He slipped over. Fort came through, left it behind. Neil in there working hard with Bailey. Can't prize it out. And we'll have a ball up right next door to the centre circles. Overcast conditions in Sydney. Briggs did well. That man Oliver again, a forward little kick to the captain, Toby Green. He in turn doesn't look, hacks it round the corner. And marking down low was Tunstall at half-back for the Lions. They spread it wide. He's got McLaughlin, but a little fumble. And ball out of play, centre wing, western side of the ground. We've travelled 11 minutes first term. The Giants 3-1-19. The Lions 2 straight 12.
It was a poor kick from Tunstall, but I tell you what, I loved his roll back and support of his defensive back half.
Nearly as much as I love the leather jacket that my co-caller's wearing today.
Oh, it's denim. Come on. Clayton Oliver, left foot ball. That's a worm burner. Inside 50. Darcy Gardner cleans up. He gets it out. Marshall, nice little chain of handball here. That's real Lions footy as McCluggage gets it to half forward. He's got Charlie Cameron who backs off the mark and now squirts it out into the path. The leading lane of Logan Morris couldn't stick it. Now at ground level, Buckley. Oh, he's missed the handball. Invites the pressure. He did well to go back and get a little paw on it. Laverde lays the tackle and we'll have a ball up deep in attack here for the Lions.
Just look at this contest. Buckley came across. I wonder whether it was almost a free kick. A bit of a chop of the arms, but Morris had position. Must take that grab.
Giants by 7 points. Briggs started well against Draper in this one. Comes to the bag. Levi Ashcroft to Neil. Hemmed in on the boundary. Centering foot. He's clever. And McLaughlin, I think it is, takes the mark 15 out directly in front.
Yeah, you could see the way Neil just sized that up well. He had pressure in his face, but he was just able to kick a little snap kick towards the middle of the ground and just give his young teammate an opportunity.
So Will McLaughlin with the footy. Should make no mistake here. He's best part of 15, maybe 20 metres out directly in front, river end of the ground. And a chance to kick Brisbane's third. To bring it back to a point. Straight through the eye, diddly-diddle. Brisbane have got their third. McLaughlin, his first. They're 3 straight 18. They trail the Giants 3-1-19. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
It's a bit of shootout, as you mentioned before. Boys, just the fact that they're back and forth, and every time it goes in, both teams look super dangerous, and just you'd love a little bit more defensive aspects from the back six at different stages. This time, McLaughlin's just loose there. There's no one picking him up on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay, and it just showed Kingsley in the box. He's just Roper was getting knocked back by the.
It's been an arduous.
It's been front door.
Yeah, it's been an arduous start for the Giants this year. Like they're 4-6. We've seen Kingsley be animated more than ever before. So pressure mounting.
They really miss Sammy Taylor back there. You can feel it as we're back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. That's a shallow throw up by the umpire coming through Will Ashcroft off the deck stone. He got it up to half forward. Cal Brown worked forward. Did well the Irishman. Got back in toe, poked it to the 50. Now on the outer side, running over it there, Stringer, and then a little handball repelling out now. Let's watch the chain and run. Gardner, and now Wilmot. Handball's wide, heard the voice of Reveal. And now Tunstall will just fan a little measuring ball wide, and he's got Loman, true centre wing.
Yeah, and worked it well, didn't they? The hands were efficient. Now Loman, a little low dart. Himmelberg puts his hands up, got in the way. Callahan, a slick little handball. Laverty, and then interred Fonte. They've worked it across half-back. Puts Callahan back under the pump. Forward handball, clever. Sweeping wide, but Daniels fumbled the footy. Has to go back in to clean up his mess. Turnover ball, and Brisbane can escape.
McLaughlin wants his left. He sends it into the hole. Dunkley had to sit and wait. Spore came, and then well done Bailey. Just held Angwin up in the tackle. In fact, it was Harrison Oliver, the late inclusion.
Brent Daniels just slammed the ground after that fumble, just cost them in transition. Free kick in the ruck.
Yeah, I think it's
against Riccardi.
Against Riccardi. And Rayner's going to be the beneficiary here. Was he in the ruck contest?
I don't think...
They didn't actually have a ruck there, so Rayner was the nominated ruck.
And maybe Riccardi didn't realise that he was the nominated ruck because he crashed into him.
So he's already kicked the one here today, Rayner, at the 7-minute mark. Let's check it out on the Harvey Norman bolts. Oh, a bit soft.
Not a lot in it. Not a lot in it. So he's just tried to take the body in the ruck contest, Rayner.
11 goals, 15 coming into this one. This for his second for the afternoon. He loves it off the boot. He ran straight to Riccardi and let him know all about it. Rayner's got a couple in the first quarter. And the Lions hit the front here. 4 straight 24. The Giants 3-1-19. That's on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. And today on the Seabus Super special comments, Seabus Super, build your something the smart way, the great Jude Bolton.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot in the free kick, to be honest, because Rayner was that nominated ruck, and he just tried to check the run of Riccardi, and he's just fallen flat on his face there. But what a finish and what a start to Cam Rayner for this game. 2 goals now, two kicks to start the game. McCluggage and Fletcher have had 5 disposals each. Briggs has had 6 disposals and started really well after that beating by Bailey Williams last week against the West Coast Eagles.
Brisbane by 5 points. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Don't forget, don't go anywhere after this. Choice hotels around the grounds to bookend round 11. The Dogs and Melbourne Demons from Marvel to follow this one. McCluggage out of the middle again. High ball towards half forward. Harry Himmelberg sits in the hole, takes a fine defensive mark. He'll repel towards true centre half back to the Western Australian and Cornelio. They run now. Iden involved. Gives it further to Bedford. Bedford can go up the line to Cal Brown. And the Irishman takes a good mark, 65 from home.
He looks up. His eyes are scanning here, Cal. He sends it into the pocket. Cadman the target. It was a bit heavy. Gardner was sliding it in, but it came off his chest and out of bounds. Left forward pocket. Bob Jane Seamarts, Justin. Haven't got him there. We'll get back to him in a moment. Down there all day for Bob Jane Seamarts, Justin Edwards.
That's 2, Justin.
Josh Dunkley's got the matchup on Finn Callahan. He's such a good two-way runner, Josh Dunkley.
Brisbane.
I don't think the audio guys are doing him any favours down there today. So we will get to you in a moment, Justin. Bob Jones T-Marts. Price Busters with Bob Jones T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free plus instant cashback deals. bobjane.com.au. You there, Justin?
Have you got me now, lads?
Yep, gotcha.
Yes.
I'll let you call the footy for a second. Come back to me
They
in a
go
moment.
inside 50 here, the Giants. A little inside-out slider there from Bedford. Came to the front and square. Dangerous here, Green. Got it up. Little kick from Gruszewski from the top of the scare. And Maxi Gruszewski kicks his first for the afternoon. How about this? Giants 4-1-25. The Lions 4 goals straight. And we've only travelled 17 minutes in the first term.
Terrific start from the GWS Giants. Just their ability to keep the ball in play here. They turn the football over with just a strong spoil over the top. And just the energy to give the hands and keep involved in the play. A little clever kick inboard, but it was the hands here. Just terrific work back in from McMullen. So it was wonderful.
Bob Jones, so much. Justin, back to you.
So Jack Buckley's just receiving some treatment on his right hamstring. The Giants doctors and physio taking a close look at it. He did look to be leaving the field in some discomfort, and he did miss last week's game against the Eagles with some hamstring soreness. So a worry there for the Giants at the moment.
Oh, Sydney's finest on the fence. Justin Edwards for Bob Jane T-Marts. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks, footy Draper. Forward hit. Well, McCluggage sort of overrun it, come to centre wing, and Oliver's got it, cuts it off, left shoe, high ball towards half forward. They wrestle, and he's no match is Cadman for Andrews. And the Brisbane skipper marks at half back, asking for movement. He looks lateral, and he goes to Wilmot. What a season Darcy Wilmot is having. Still only quite young, Darcy Wilmot. Is he 20, 21 or something?
The Lions should be looking to exploit that while Jack Buckley's off. They haven't got a small forward. They've gone with a small forward line.
So there's space now to burn for Coleman. He takes it, entering forward 50. Whistle on play again.
Going to Charlie Cameron.
Was there hanging on?
It's against it's against the Giants in defence here. And, yeah, Charlie Cameron's going to get the free kick on a really tight angle, but we know how capable he is. He's going to go around the body here.
I think McMullen was hanging on in that contest. 14 possessions, 3 goals last week for Charlie.
Young Oliver.
Harrison
Oliver.
Oliver, was it?
Second gamer.
Yeah, big ass for him. Round the body goes Charlie. Brisbane kick their 5th. They're 5 straight 30. The Giants 4-1-25. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
Terrific game of footy to start this game. Just the ability of both teams to score heavily going inside forward 50. Kadeen Coleman, but you can't ask the youngster just to be taking Charlie Cameron like that. You can see him just panic because Charlie Cameron had a position there to go hard and just go towards that football. He just grabs on the visual cue for the umpire. But the finish from Charlie Cameron, the Triple M Harvey Norman replay was outstanding.
Hurry right now at Harvey Norman. Get bonus gift cards. We've selected Australian-made furniture and bedding. Ends Monday. Good game of footy, this one. 9 goals so far in this first term. And the Lions back in front by 5 points. As we're back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy from NG Stadium. Draper in the ruck with Briggs. Both got a little touch on that one. Sweeping through McCluggage. Couldn't grab it. Now Briggs sinks the big slipper in. Inside 50. Came off the shins there of Andrews. Coleman. That's a bit to be desired. Toby Green licking his lips. Getting down low was Gothard. Missed the handball there to Cadman. They try to repel here, the Lions, but they can't escape. And the umpire says, I'll have it. Left forward pocket here for the Giants. In front of the Sinclair stand. Right of the radio box here. And the Lions lead by 5.
The Giants have done well, just killing that high ball, just bringing it back into ground rather than an intercept mark for the Lions.
It's Jude Bolton with us this afternoon for Seabus Super. Gothard got a chance. It was a great smother. That came from McCluggage. Ball hemmed in. We'll get a bounce or a throw up.
Connor Iden sitting back just as that loose man at the moment. Brisbane are pushing up around, supporting this stoppage.
So deep in the Giants' forward line. Toby Green leaves it behind. Dunkley over it to Neal. Slick little hands. Spills towards Himmelberg. He pushes it towards Stringer. Feverishly down low. Cleverly done. A little handball from Marshall releases Dunkley, and Dunkley squirts it to Rayner, centre wing eastern side.
He wanted to drive by, nothing on, so he just has to pump it long for grass. Put it in front of Marshall. Coming across Himmelberg. Chops off the run and takes it out of bounds. So we've travelled 21 and a half minutes in this first term. Giants 4-1-25, trailing the Lions, who have been slick 5 goals straight in this first quarter as the Sherrans hurled back into play. Briggs and Draper. Briggs to the front. Left it behind again. McCluggage, hurry kick. Cornelio. That's just for grass. And that'll be last disposal. Lasso.
Yeah, he didn't quite hit the right side of the Sherran, did he? So it's going to come back. Down low. Andrews put Levi Ashcroft under the pump, and it's going to be a free kick. I think it's going to
the Lions again.
Lions again. And it'll be Ashcroft. This time going to Will.
Giants well structured up here defensively.
Centre wing eastern side. Will Ashcroft will just bash it towards forward 50. Himmelberg elevated, couldn't complete the mark. He's hurt his tailbone by the look of it. He's up on his feet now. Gives it back to Oliver. Shrugs the tackle left shoe. Drives it. Hit and hope towards half forward. Grozetsky had a little fumble, then mopped it up. Got pulled down in a good tackle just as he released the kick. And he fans it to the western side. They can go quickly again, the Giants, to the captain.
Nice kick by Harrison Oliver. Finds Toby Green. He sends a little floaty one. Gothard had to sit and wait, but made it work.
Really clever kick. Just to lower your eyes rather than bombing away to where the Lions love setting up defensively. And Gothard just dropped into a pocket of space. But Himmelberg's rise on the other side of the ground, we know he's capable of a mark of the year contender. It was a huge launch.
So the man on the mark stands at 47. He's going to have to hit it every bit of 50 metres, 45-degree angle. Pick 12 from the 23 draft. He wheels around to give himself some extra purchase. It'll go across the face. Tall timber there for the Lions. Could have marked it, Draper, but instead he knocks it through for a minor. 4-2-26 the Giants. Lions 5 goals straight, 30. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Buckley's still off getting checked at the moment, so it's just a real opportunity for the Lions at the moment.
Wilmot combines with Marshall, the little 1-2. Then further up, Dunkley had a little bit more time than he sort of thought. Marshall again involved, a couple of good little efforts from him, wins the footy back. Ashcroft goes up the line towards centre wing McKenna, and Callahan will cut it off. Centre wing eastern side will get a throw in. So an entertaining start to this one. It's the visitors by 4 points, 5 straight 30. They lead the Giants 4-2-26 as we await a throw in. Eastern side, neutral territory. Draper, Briggs, lock arms. Draper, the more athletic one, gets the footy, does the roving, gives it to Neil. Neil, a little one round the corner. Rayner left it behind. McMullen involved. Iden, a little forward handball was errant. Coming through Neil. McCluggage has to release to Rayner.
Rayner handballs to Dunkley from 80, lowered the eyes and found Reveal, who looks up and spears one. Searchingly Murris, and they play on. So Will Ashcroft slides it out wide to McKenna, who snaps around his body from deep in the right forward pocket and misses to the near side. First blemish for the afternoon for the Lions, 5-1-31. The Giants 4-2-26.
Yeah, that just entry kick was just touched ever so slightly. It forced the play on, but McKenna had more time there to size that up.
Both teams have been able to score pretty easily when they've looked forward to centre, haven't they? As Ash gallops away, goes wide to Cadman, has to compete in the air, ball in the grass. Oliver full-chested, front and square, well done. A little drive-by to Cadman, they're full of running now. Forward handball, Daniels. Another forward handball, Toby Green. Sets up, a little chipping ball. Into the pocket goes Bedford. Round the body he goes. And the Giants go coast to coast with an answer of their own. 5-2-32 the home side. 5-1-31 the Lions. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Well, that's one of their best team running goals to this year from the Giants. Their ability to fold, and it came on the back of Clayton Oliver, who's been impactful. He's had 8 disposals, a game high for the Giants thus far, as 5 of those contested. But their link up and run, they got the overlap run. And the way Toby Green sized that up, he had pressure coming towards him. He just gave it over to Bedford, who finished strongly on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
Let's head downstairs for Bob Jane Teamarts. Catch up with Justin Edwards.
So after about 10 minutes of treatment on the bench on hamstrings and the lower back, Jack Buckley's tried to do a couple of run-throughs. The body language is not good. He's shaking the head to the physio, and it looks like he might be done for the day. The body language is not good. They still might have a go at treating it, but if he does get back on the ground, he'll be severely hampered.
Back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Neil took the clearance after the whistle, but the umpire says it's going to have to come back.
Briggs is very slow to get up, still on all fours at the moment in the middle of the ground.
That one hurt. So, high hamstring on the right-hand side it is for Jack Buckley. He just looks very uncomfortable, as Justin Edwards said. So,
Sam Taylor's still 1-2 away as well.
They're hindered as they go up inside 50 here. Ball off hands. Came down to the front. Callahan. Hemmel's nice here for Brown, who went for the check side. Smothered Fletcher. It ricochets out to Bailey, who sends a high left foot ball inside 50. Good competition there at the Spill Iden. Harvey Thomas got out to Laverde. Oh, his handball missed the target. Cameron gets it back to Fletcher outside 50. That's a mongrel kick. Came off the instep. Now on the turnover, Callahan, Himmelberg. Spearing ball down the line's nice and finds Cadman.
Yeah, Cadman turns quickly. Cal Brown's got out, just forward to centre wing. Western side, he waits. It sits up for him. Driving ball towards Stringer. Can't take the mark. Spills front and square. Toby's there. A little round the body. Kick wasn't great. And Wilmot marks in defensive goal square. So a wasted opportunity there for the Giants. 5-2-32 they are. 5-1-31. The Lions, as Wilmot sells some candy, gallops away. He wants the centre corridor. And Zach Bailey obliges. He goes up the line and then a little dabbing one to Marshall.
So 3.5 left in this final term. Leading ball winners on the ground bolts. Red's Head Lending stats.
Lockie Neal's now had 9 disposals. Clayton Oliver, the best for the Giants, with 8 disposals.
Red's Head Lending loans for the self-employed. REDZED.com as the Lions build their way down this broadcast wing. Rayner kept his feet against the young Harrison Oliver. He breaks the 50, pins back the ears and misses out to the left-hand side. So we're all tied up, 5-2 apiece. There's been 6 lead changes so far in this first term on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
Rayner had every right to have a shot there, but he did have Charlie Cameron, who made a good lead to the pocket. And this is now going to be 50 metres marched down for Connor Iden here.
So Iden will be marched down the ground. Umpire takes the mark or offers the mark just next door to the centre circle. Squirts one to Daniels. Daniels hits the ground running. Driving ball. Riccardi did everything but mark it. Spills to Cal Brown. Outside of the boot, something special for big Cal Brown. He's an athletic big man. And they land their 6th blow in the first term. 6-2-38 the Giants. They lead the Lions 5-2-32 on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
Well, another coast-to-coast for the Giants. It's on the back of a 50-metre penalty. It sounds like Logan Morris looks like he's impeded the protected area, but it's a lack of pressure for the midfield. Once again, this time Daniels running through, eyes up, able to drive it to a really dangerous position. And the back 6 in disarray on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
So from a glimpse here, coming to NG today and seeing this first term, the attack's in full swing for the Giants. It's just that defensive element at the moment that's letting them down.
Exactly, and they're impeded by the numbers that are missing out there at the moment too in the back half.
Back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Clayton Oliver out of the middle, sends it up inside 50. Bounces okay. And then Gallup, little spearing ball finds Marshall, the number 20 for the Lions in game 13. He measures a neat ball wide back to Gallup, who off a step, pokes a kick. It's an aggressive ball. Won't sit for Bailey. Ash there. Now at ground level, Big Briggs, he did well. Just shoveled it out in the path of Ash, who knocked it on. Toby Green.
Bang.
Big don't argue there on Will Ashcroft.
Oh, no.
And the umpire says it was high. No. Says he got him in the throat snapper.
We need to have a look at that on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay. Here he comes through. It looked like a beautiful don't argue. Just hit his chest and up to the Adam's apple.
I think it just slipped up, didn't it? To be fair, as Wilmot just backward of the centre circles, has to backtrack to Gallup. Seems to be finding himself a home at half back as Gallup, and he gives it to Fort. Fort read it best, took the mark, galloped away from Briggs. High ball towards the pocket. Logan Morris can't take the mark. He was hit high. They stopped, but the umpire didn't blow the whistle. That's high. And it'll be a Giants free kick in the back pocket. They lead it by 6 points on the shadows of quarter time. 6-2-38 to the Lions, 5-2-32.
Logan Morris did everything in that marking contest. He created the separation. It came off his chest. He probably could have earned a free kick for a high tackle as well.
Laverde long and strong down the line. The big nest. It came off hands. Toby Green just knocked it out towards Daniels, and then Clayton Oliver. Hurry kick. That could work. Cal Brown gets goal side here on Coleman. Oh, well done, Coleman. Took him down in the tackle. He handballs it out. Oh, Callaghan off the legs. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Out of bounds, right half forward for the Giants. A minute 14 left on the clock. Giants lead by 6 points.
Really slippery part of NG Stadium right here. Just in that pocket, you could see that first fumble from Finn Callaghan. Put him under enormous pressure. Couldn't change direction.
32 minutes first term. 11 goals kicked thus far. They throw it in. Big Briggsy. He's had a good start to this one. Clearly had his colours lowered from Bailey last week in Perth, but he's responded well so far. Whistle on play.
He's going to get a free kick here. No, it's going to go to Daniels. Does it look like it?
Brent Daniels.
Yep, Brent
there
Daniels.
it is. And the mics.
An opportunity here with a minute to play.
So to think his way through this, Brisbane have stacked their defensive 50 with numbers. So Daniels now, he kicks it low and hard. Catman! Oh, he elevated, did everything but bring it down. Brisbane with the numbers. Coleman in the back pocket, feeds it to Andrews. Wilmot's made good position, as has Charlie Cameron. And Charlie pushing up the ground. Kicked 2 already in this first term. Just holds play up for just a moment. And he spits it wide to the captain in the back pocket.
So, slow stuff here. They know they're in the dying minute here, the Lions. Andrews goes to the outer wing. Big one-on-one. And that's nice, Reville. What a story this man is. Played every game so far this season. Category B rookie. He's got nowhere to go. He's caught in a few mines. Pressure came from Harrison Oliver. Down the line, Spore came off hands. Logan Morris, he's corralled. Well done, Dunkley, just handballs it forward. McKenna tucked in on the boundary, right on the 50. Handballs back into Morris, tries to shake the tag. Got the arms free. Handball only as far as Ash. And that will see us out to quarter time here at NG Stadium. Ripping game of footy on our hands here. As Snapper said, 11 goals in that first term. And here at quarter time, it's the Giants 6-2-38, leading the Lions 5-2-32. Jude Bolton, Tim Solly, Brad Seymour, Justin Edwards. That's your call team here on a Sunday afternoon at NG Stadium. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Bunnings Trade. Get tax time sorted with big deals on big brands.
From McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. Only on the My Macca's app.
Imagine not having clean clothes to wear, or even someone to talk to on a daily basis. For thousands of Australians, that's the reality they wake up to every day. Orange Sky is there for people doing it tough or experiencing homelessness by offering free laundry, warm showers, and a genuine moment of connection. You can help bring hope, connection, and care to someone who needs it. Donate or volunteer today at orangesky.org.au. Every little bit truly helps.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go around. See, for everyone finding a gold coin...
Oh, stoked! I found $2!
There's a newlywed whose gold ring is falling down the drain. Lucky Amy has optional cover for portable valuables.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying contents insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
The new Flex 24-volt range. Judge it for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's mint. These feel nice and light.
Seriously, you notice the turbo setting.
The lighter the better.
Super easy to handle.
Really comfortable in hand.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Feels like a beast.
The new Flex 24-volt range. More power without the weight. Plus, a lifetime warranty. Available at all leading power tool specialists. Search flex-tools.com.au. Flex. Demand more.
You hear that? That's the sound of something building. Not just anything. That's someone's future. Some people build the hard way. But with CBus, you can do it the smart way. CBus Super. Build your something. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if CBus is right for you.
I built that, and that, and that.
I even did a job for a guy over there too.
If this sounds like you, then you, my sweat-filled full-tilt job site juggernaut, are a true tradie. And as a true tradie, you know a thing or two. Like Mitre 10, who have dedicated trade teams, expert advice, fast and on-time deliveries, stock quality trade materials, and are the trusted partner in the trade. You also know there's nothing better than a site next to a trade centre. Mitre 10 Trade for true tradies.
Not sure how to get started with radio? Brandworks is your easy access into radio advertising with a simple plan and creative included. Plus monthly support from your local team so you know it's working. Your message runs in trusted local shows on your local Triple M station, and you'll tap into Australia's largest regional radio audience. Seats are limited. Register for a Brandworks seminar today. Go to advertise.listener.com/Brandworks to contact us today.
Ever said near enough is good enough? Excuse us for a tick. This ad's not for you. Now we've lost anyone who's whacking spark plugs in with a hammer, let's talk Pro to Pro. When upgrading to high-quality precision tools and equipment, choose Warren & Brown. Equipment for torque setting, soldering, the workshop and garage, hand tools and more. Warren & Brown, manufacturers and suppliers of quality precision tools since 1921. Info at wbtools.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy. This quarter for Toyota. Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything.
Ready for everything. You got it. Scintillating start at NG Stadium. It's the Giants by one straight kick. 11 goals kicked in that opening term. 6-2-38 the Giants. They lead Brisbane 5-2-32. For Bob Jane T-Mart's our man on the fence, Justin Edwards.
Ice on the hamstring of Jack Buckley. He is out for the game for the Giants. And you consider that they also lost Lockie Whitfield before the first bounce, and that they've got Sam Taylor and Leclerc also on the sidelines. That Giants back six at the moment is going to be under strength for these next three quarters.
Yeah, good test for them this afternoon in the next three quarters. Thank you, Justin. Jude Bolton, your synopsis of the first term.
We spoke in the pre-game about the Giants' turnover game, and that's where they needed to really improve. Well, they kicked 5-1 on turnover in that first term. Their pressure and heat and ability to go back into an open forward line was super impressive. But defensively now, with Jack Buckley out of the game, they've just got to have that shuffle and make sure that they've got at least some tall representation in the back half, because the likes of Logan Morris could really go to work down there, and at times they've thrown Darcy Fort down forward for the Lions. But I thought Briggs was really fantastic in the first term. He was the number one ranked player on the ground. Dunkley, Neal and McCluggage have been busy, 9 disposals and 8 respectively. Clayton Oliver, 10 for the Giants, the best in terms of possession winners.
Some big questions are probably going to be asked by Joe Young Fonte. He's going to have to play a role. Oliver Stone's going to have to go back as well and help out Iden and co. Maybe Brown has to go back, but we've seen him already forward to the footy kicking an important goal.
Yeah, you just seen, like, obviously Laverty and the others have to play a little bit undersized. So there's opportunities for the Brisbane Lions to go quickly and go with a bit of height in the front half, just to then bring it to ground, let Charlie Cameron get to work and the likes in there. So really fascinating game. The fact it's been end-to-end flow. Both teams have kicked 3 goals from their defensive half. So you've shown that you can score and score quickly when you go.
Choice hotels around the grounds after this, Bolts. We go to the game at Marvel Stadium. Bulldogs taking on Melbourne there. Who do you fancy?
I like the Demons for that game. I was about to say.
Yeah, no, good to know.
Yeah, that's them.
You're caught in a few minds. Could go either way. That's what I'm picking up there, Snapper. But, Demons probably the informed side, and Bulldogs, after a lightning start to the year, winning their first 4 games, have just dropped off the pace a little bit there. A couple injuries there. Probably their form mirrored with the injury of Sam Darcy. Anyway, back live here at NG Stadium for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy. It's the Giants by 6. The tap came down to Neal, and he's immediately clamped by Daniels. We'll do it all again right next to the bullseye.
I like that matchup. Daniels on Neal.
All up and down. Briggs wins the tap. Neal again. He was being worn again by Daniels. Little hurry kick forward and back with the flight. Good courage there from Iden. Right on defensive 50. His eyes are darting around left and right. He's not sure where to go. In the end, he just goes laterally, and he's got Clayton Oliver just outside the defensive 50. Cuts it back in on the 45. And he's got Harrison Oliver, the other Oliver out there today. Started as the emergency, and if you just join us, Whitfield was the late out with hamstring awareness. So Harrison Oliver came into the side as Iden again, long and strong down the line, a big 2-on-2. Andrews there, brought it to ground. Levi Ashcroft gets it to his brother Will. He's tucked in on the boundary. Oh, that's a horrible kick. It's straight up the chimney. Doesn't go the journey, and in the end it was out on the full, and McMullen will be the beneficiary.
So McMullen's got it just forward of centre wing eastern side, squirts it to Clayton Oliver, right on the logo. So Clayton is just held up for just a moment. Early exchanges, second term. The Giants by one straight kick. He goes wrong. Harris Andrews, third man up, belts it outside forward 50 with a defensive fist. McCluggage gets rid of one, squirts a little handball to Dunkley, then to Will Ashcroft. They'll go towards half forward. No mark taken, ball in the grass. The Giants well represented here. Is holding on, is there? Free kick, whistle on play. What's happening?
Yeah, it was a behind. It was about 40, 50 metres off the ball, and it was Clayton Oliver against Levi Ashcroft. He just threw him to the ground.
Oh, it's ill-disciplined.
Non-controlling umpire has just deemed a free kick.
That's at least 40 metres off the play. Just ill-disciplined there by Clayton Oliver. So now McCluggage right next to the bullseye. Sends it up inside 50. The big men fly. Came down from Draper. Darcy Fort tries to get the arms free. He's battle-axed onto his spine. And the umpire says, I'll have it. 30 out here from the Lions goal. Ball back up and down. Draper in the ruck. Briggs there as well. Got the tap. Lachie Neale slid down on the knees. And from my interpretation is if you go low, it's play on, but he's got the free kick nonetheless.
Yeah, need to have a look at the Triple M Harvey Norman replay. You can see he found himself on his knees, but whether he's just contesting the ball, a little bit slippery and greasy conditions, but Connor Iden here standing the mark after that. He's going to have a shot right in front.
But 10 touches to this point, Lachie Neale. 6 of those contested, a couple of score involvements. This for his first major for the afternoon. He breaks the 50. He sends it on its way. And he loves it. He also blows a kiss out to the crowd on the outer sides. There's kisses being blown everywhere here, Bolts. A lot of love going around NG Stadium today. We're all tied up 6 goals, 2 apiece on the Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra, ready for everything.
Well, it starts with the undisciplined effort from Clayton Oliver up on the back flank, and suddenly the game shifts and it's played in your defensive 50. But down there, free kick against Harvey Thomas in the end. It was over the top. He was competing for the football, Lachie Neale. And on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay, you can see him just clocked him with his wrist over his head.
Hurry right now at Harvey Norman. Get bonus gift cards with selected Australian-made furniture and bedding. Don't forget it ends Monday, so get in quick. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. We're going to restart. Scores level yet again. Fort just tries to hack it out. It ricochets back to Neale and Daniels. It's been a good contest. Neale wins that one. Squirts it wide to Dunkley. Dunkley from half back to half forward quickly. Lohman down low. Good tackle. Holds ball and all in. Does Harrison Oliver. And we'll get a ball up at half forward for the Giants' western side.
Sharing up. Fort got worked off it by Briggs. There's been a whistle by the umpire off the play, and there's been a hold, and you can hear from the Bronx cheers. It's going to go the way of the Giants.
He and Oliver just inside. Oliver and also Neale inside have been really busy.
Clayton Oliver, long and strong for real estate. Harris Andrews, too strong in front of Grajewski. Good contested mark. Takes it at right half back. He immediately fans it back on the 45 to Will Mott.
Outside 5. Okay.
Darcy Wilmot. He scans the field. He's got it all of ahead of him. And he just asks him to come at him. Takes a little bounce. He's running laterally and then hooks the kick around the body. It's high down the line. Big fly came early from Morris. Came to the spill. Marshall immediately clamped. Well done, Stone. And now Wilmot goes again. Neale, good in these positions. Got it to McCluggage. Thought he heard a voice. There was no one there. And he's handballed it out of bounds. Lasso.
Yeah, didn't disguise it all that well, did it? So the Giants go quickly. Centre wing ball. Oliver. Daniels. Load up. Brzezinski's chest.
We're going to see the Lasso decide a final this year, I reckon. You can see how quick it just slingshots back in.
Yep.
Under pressure, you can fumble and just push one out of bounds. But how quick the Giants picked that up and just catapulted back in their front half.
So this is his specialty, Maxi. Gruzetsky, 45-48 out directly in front to the river end. A chance at his second. After slick ball movement for the Giants, he'll launch from the paint. Long ball, and he just misses to the near side. So they lead it by that margin. The Giants 6-3 plays 6-2. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
McCluggage outside 50. It's all Giants though. Went through the fingertips. Riccardi fighted the heat here. Stone on his knees. Himmel's out Bedford. Back to Riccardi. Nice link up here to Cornelio. He shook off the tag. Darts around another. Snaps around the body. And he's put it way right across the face of goal and out on the full. So Giants will keep the scores at 6-3, 39 over the line, 6-2, 38. 1 point ball game to the Giants. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Gardner. He looks to repel. Zach Bailey in the back pocket. Goes one way, then the other. Comes back lateral to Gardner, and then they move it from the eastern side to the west to Wilmot. Just 22, Darcy Wilmot. What a player he's become. Two-time premiership player. Instrumental off half-back for the Lions. So McLaughlin now just goes up the line. Clayton Oliver got a hand in cleverly. Gothard down low, forward little handball, Stone involved, but Brisbane win it back. Oh, errant handball, Bedford will win it, comes to Gruzetsky, He spits it wide, too wide, and it'll bounce out of play. Forward pocket for the Giants. They lead it by a point, 6-3 to 6-2. 7 minutes second term, Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Just got to identify who've got the outnumber there.
Yeah.
Had Bedford running past for a hands, he's got eyes up, he can scan the field there, but Grzeski just put it on the boot.
And Stringer in the pocket too. Ignore that. So deep in attack here for the Giants. Ball comes in, Draper down. Bedford back to Riccardi. The inside out Bunana across the face. They flew, couldn't pull down the mark. Grzeski lurking. In the end, it's carried out of bounds by Gallup. Right next to the behind post, attacking in for the Giants. They lead by 1 point here on the Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra ready for everything.
Opportunity to go to work here. Daniels and also Toby Green. He's going to block for Stringer.
So Daniels on the burst, leaves it behind. Gothard also. Draper will pick it up at his bootlaces. Just hacks it forward. Charlie Cameron can't mark. It'll come back. Harrison delivers it wide. Stringer can't mark. And we'll get a ball in. Only about 30 out for the Giants goal. So a good little patch. Just holding firm. Bit of the momentum at the moment. 6-3 plays 6-2. 8 minutes second term. Overcast conditions in the Emerald City.
Certainly is, Snap. Still nice though. No showers here as the ball's back in. Riccardi in the ruck this time. He brought it to the front. Toby Green was there. Picked up by Draper. Hurry kick Tunstall. Outside the 50 for the Lions. Will put his head over at Stone. Almost won the free. Himmelberg missed the handball to Stone. And now McCluggage met front on by Gothard. Did well. McMullen. And now Bedford around the body. Inside 50 for the Giants. Almost Riccardi. Front and centre Green. Puts it back to a dangerous spot. Back with the flight Stringer. Couldn't quite. Now at ground level Bailey. Peeled off it. Socket off the deck Thomas. They're hunting here the Giants. It spills up Tunstall. Out the back to Wilmot. They're set up here the Lions. And Levi Ashcroft will clear the area.
Yeah, just a high up and under. Clayton Oliver will bring it to grass. McLaughlin involved. McKenna. They share it across half-back with Neal. Errant handball. Ball out of play. So Oliver wants it. And he's obliged by the umpire. So Giants free kick. They'll go inside 50 again. Pressure mounting here for the Brisbane back six. Tunstall got a good fist on play. Ball in the grass. Gothard, good tackle. Toby Green in there. It'll be held in. Whistle on play. We'll get a ball up 40 out from the Giants goal. So they've had all the play for 4 or 5 minutes, been unable to kick a goal at this stage. So Brisbane holding it firm just at this moment.
Ball up and down, Toby Green, tackled immediately Wilmot. Off the deck, McCluggage, got it back outside 50, Lohman paddles to himself. Creative, got it to Will Astroff. The little drive-by was Marshall, nearly left it behind. Held up by Stone. No holding the ball. Stone goes back and hunts it. Oh, part of the Seas bolts. And then spears the ball into Riccardi. He wheels around, snaps it goal, and bounces it home. Riccardi gets his second, and the Giants extend their lead, 7-3, 46. The Lions 6-2, 38. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra ready for everything.
Well, terrific work from Connor Stone. He's been a fringe player. He's been in the VFL for large parts of this year. Only played the 20 games, but just the way he split the pack here and just had the presence of mind to duck and weave on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay and find his key forward in Riccardi, who had space to wheel around, and a terrific finish to kick his second on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
And Bob Jane 2 marks Justin Edwards.
Yeah, Cam Rayner was a little frustrated for the last 3 or 4 minutes, just could not get on the ground. He's been off the ground for the first 11 minutes of this quarter, now back on the ground for his first action of this quarter.
And Price Busters with Bob Jane 2 marks buy 3, get 1 free with instant cash back on top tyre brands, bobjane.com.au. So Brisbane go forward. They've got it to half forward, right on the paint. Little handball. Invites Will Ashcroft to the footy. He's got Neil with him. He'll get it back. Sweeps it wide to his brother. A little chipping ball inside. And Rayner hugs it to his chest at 48. Hard against the boundary line, eastern side. Although he settles, goes back. He likes his chances.
Already kicked 2 goals, 1 today, Cam Rayner.
So a chance at his third, taking his time. He's not looking anywhere else. He'll start his approach from the fence. What a wonderful player he's become, Cam Rayner. Already got 2, as Drew mentioned, from 52. Launches. Give it his all. It's right there. It'll bounce. A lot of players around the footy. Whistle on play.
Free kick.
Holding. It'll come back. Brisbane free kick. Logan Morris, I think it is.
He took possession and it bobbled out, but the tackle continued. You can hear the Giants fans not happy with the decisions because he's got a kick from about 10 metres out.
So Logan Morris with the footy. On the wrong side for a right footer, but these days their left shoe should be just as good. Should go out, take a couple of steps and hook it back around. He's only about 15 metres out. He doesn't bring it back enough as he rams it into the woodwork for a minor score. 6-3-39 the Lions. They trail it by 1 straight kick, 7-3-45 the Giants.
Huge opportunity goes begging there. Morris got to kick that one.
One against the momentum too.
Prefer to go back on your right there and just do a classic drop punt if you're not confident on your left. So outer wing, Cal Brown nurses it. He's got Iden right on the Go Foundation logo here in Sir Doug Nicholls round. Goes down the line to Fonte. Tucked in on the boundary, goes back on the 45 here to Iden. Is happy to play some possession here, the Orange Army.
Just trying to draw him out, aren't they, at the moment?
Ash hasn't been as prolific today. Winds up on the right slipper, sends it into the pocket. Stringer, little shove on Gardner. And the umpire says all fair in love and war. And Stringer will go back to kick his second.
It was just strong body work. It was early body work, but he pushed him in the side. Gardner went to ground and Stringer just takes the mark on a tight angle.
Speaking of love and war, he blew a kiss earlier up the other end. Let's just see what he does if he slots this one. He's got a pretty tight angle. He's going to hit it from about 45. About 2 metres in from the boundary. So he wheels his way in the package, lets it rip, and it's across the face of goal for one behind. So behind's up either end of the ground. Giants 7-4-46. The Lions 6-3-39. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. And built tough for Aussie conditions when it comes to water heating. Ask your plumber to install a room.
Yep, there's no other, Timmy. As Wilmot goes straight up the guts. Clever kick. Coleman on the end of the handball, driving ball, quick ball movement. Charlie sweating on the ground, this way, that way, goes back with a handball, invites the pressure to Logan. He's caught down low. Giants numbers arrive. Fonte's there. Good tackle. It came back to Zach Bailey, one way then the other. A speculative little handball forward. Logan Morris is there again. McMullen comes in. He gave it straight to Logan Morris.
He's hit the post.
Oh, and he's hit the post on the other side. Minor score. It'll bring the margin back. What is that to 7 points? 6-4 plays 7-4. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
So ball kicked out towards this member's wing, and it just came off the hands of Cadman, but the umpire says last disposal, so to be Gallup. He's looking corridor. That's a nice ball. Finds Tunstall. runs to 60, and then launches it out the fat side. Rayner flies over the back. Morris again lurking. Brought it back into play, but happily walked across the line by Himmelberg. So back to 5 points now to the favour of the Giants on the Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. And in the box today, two-time premiership superstar Jude Bolton, Seabus Super.
Turnover.
Something the same way as there is a turnover. A snap around the body from Charlie, and he gets his second. He swooped on it, the eyes lit up, the heart started pumping, and Charlie's got 2 in the first half. We're all tied up, 7 goals, 4 apiece. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
Well, Adam Kingsley will be just filthy with this. This is where they've had a lot of the momentum in the start of this second term, and then just the little shift. This Lions outfit, we know how much they flex their muscles. They've been able to get some forward entries and repeat entries, and this time the turnover in the back half, and Charlie Cameron, the beneficiary. What a goal on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
All the momentum, all time in forward half territory for the Giants for the last 8 minutes. Brisbane go back down and go bang. Scores level, 16 and a half played second term, 7-4-46 apiece. Or a point, the diff? What's that?
Just changed up.
Yeah, did it? Well, we'll get back to that in just a moment. But for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy, ripping game of footy at NG Stadium. And pushing it forward is Toby Green, left it behind. That was a clever little kick round the corner, but it went straight to Himmelberg. And he'll repel for the Giants. A low, flat, hard kick towards full forward. No one can take the mark. Wilmot left it behind. Gothard didn't. Spills back to Big Briggsy. Didn't have too much time. Fletcher put in a good tackle.
At ground level, they hunt at Marshall. Sucked it in. Got to be careful. Clayton Oliver on top of him. So too Gothard. The umpire says, I'll have it. It's just under 8 minutes left, second term. The score has changed here at the ground as well. So it is the Lions by a point now. It was a 7-point play just moments ago. They lead by 1 behind as Fort got it out of the congestion. Belts it long down the line. Morris there. Laverde for company. It came down. Levi Ashcroft tripped over at the crucial moment. Laverde swoops, gets it out. A hurry ball from Harrison Oliver. Was way too hurried, and he's hit the outside of the Sharon and put it out on the full. Free kick Coleman on the outer wing. 7.5 left in this second term.
Clayton Oliver up to 16 disposals. Lockie Neals had 14. McCluggage 13, as has Wilmot for the Lions on the Triple M Red Z Lending stats.
Red Z Lending, loans for the self-employed, REDZED.com, as Coleman goes long and strong towards half forward. Giants with the numbers. Himmelberg will share it with Big Briggsy. Briggsy goes from the eastern side to the west, the commentary side, and Toby Green's out. Got a little bit of time and space. A dabbing little left foot towards half forward.
Harris.
Andrews with the body, Jude.
Yeah, early body, and just took him off his line. Riccardi had no chance there.
Never favoured him. As the Lions back through the spine. Fort got it to Wilmot. A high ball inside 50. Morris there, came to the back. Where's Charlie? He's held up in the tackle there, Bailey, by a couple of Giants. And Himmelberg pleads his case. Umpire says, give it to me.
So they'll throw it up. Brisbane deep in attack here. 1 point ball game. Visitors got their snouts in front. Briggs, little tap down. No clear possession. It's Callahan. Dunkley go at it again.
A lot of numbers around this stoppage for the Giants.
So who can win the clearance here? They try to push it forward. A lot of players around it. Fonte squirts a little handball. Himmelberg, well, that's inventive. Goes wide. Marshall can't pick it up. Lohman's in there. Leaves it behind. Ash working feverishly down low. Spills back to Logan McLaughlin. Sorry, it is. And it'll repel. And it'll come to Coleman at about 60 from home. He'll square the footy to Andrews.
Andrews, right on the attacking point of the centre square, gets called to move it on by the umpire. Eventually heard the call, so he goes even wider now to Coleman. Still 60 from home, in front of the Martin and Angus stand on the outer side. He loads up on the left slipper, sends a little half kick into the pocket. The spore came. It'll beat McMullen out of bounds. Left forward pocket for the Lions.
Those repeats have forced all players pretty much forward of the centre now. It's going to be little to no room at this stoppage. The Lions can create a pocket of space to let Rayner or Neal go to work.
Rayner in the ruck against Briggs. We know who's going to win that. It is Big Briggsy with the double palm spike on as far as McCluggage. He was around one, now at ground level, picked up Coleman. Got out to Gallop, who was held without the pill, and he'll get a free kick at left half forward.
So Gallop works his way to his feet.
Got out of a canter snapper.
Yeah, and he'll deliver it back in. High ball towards half forward. The front and square was Iden, tackled. Neil working down low, ball hemmed in. And we'll have a ball up forward pocket for the Lions. What are you sniggering at?
No, it's just good to be here. Love being up in Sydney.
So we await a ball up. A lot of players around the footy. Forward pocket for the Lions. They've held territory for the last couple of minutes. A chance here. McCluggage down low. Can he release the hands? He does. Giants good pressure. Lohman coming through full-chested off the ground. Just clears the area for just a moment, but it'll repel from Fort, and now Darcy Gardner.
Oh, there's a couple there that haven't been paid. They're going to get testy here, the Orange Army. There's Stone Hazard at half-back. He handballs at the laces of Clayton Oliver, but he's silky. He makes it work. What are his stats on the red set landing style bolts? Clayton Oliver?
He's up to 15, 17 now.
Callahan inside 50. Catman! Couldn't quite. Came to ground level. Gothard picks up. Snaps around the left shoulder. Should have given the handball over the top. Cal Brown lets him know about it as
a bit
well.
of feedback.
Some strong feedback happening in the forward half here for the Giants. They trail by one behind.
And deserve it. You've got your teammate right there in front of you. Just reward that run and support that they've provided.
Phoenix only had eyes for one area.
The big sticks.
So they throw it in. They try to get it to the back Gothard. That's better. A little handball. Releases Cornelio. A forward handball. If it sits for Cadman, it does. And Cadman knocks it through. Oh, it was hard going for the Giants. But Cadman gets his first for the afternoon. 8-4-52 the Giants. They lead Brisbane 7-5-47 on the Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard. Toyota Tundra ready for everything.
The youngster gets an opportunity straight after he'd been given a cook by his teammates. Phoenix Gothard, first give in his face as he's running defensively away from his goals to Cornelio, and that's what opened up that opportunity for goal for the Giants. An important one, but just shows how quickly you can make amends once you get some honest feedback from your teammates.
That's exactly right, Bolts. We don't mind some honest feedback up here either, do we, Snap?
Nah, just give it.
The quarter-time break snapper lets us know all about what we're getting wrong, and we make amends. 8 lead changes in this one. After a real shootout in the first quarter, there was 11 goals in that one. There's only 2 goals apiece in the second. As we're back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. Giants with the clearance through Briggs. That's a high ball. And out the back, Rujewski. Nice bit of muscle work on Andrews, and he takes it 30 from home.
Have a look at this contest. You can see Andrews actually disposed of him early, and then he comes back in and to take the contested mark. He goes away from the contest. Andrews actually just put the body work too early and allowed that separation, and Grajewski comes back in to take the strong mark.
So a lot of chat about no Jesse Hogan, who was going to kick the goals today and put the heat on Cadman. This man, Grajewski's the other one. He kicked 1 in the first term. This to extend the lead to 11. He starts at left and it squeezes back. Grajewski loves it. And so do the fans here at NG Stadium. He's got a couple. And the Giants 9-4-58 over the Lions 7-5-47 at Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
You can see why Max Grajewski's sort of looking at where's Jesse Hogan's contract is at and where he needs to make a decision about his own career, because he's certainly got some good forward craft. This is a great opportunity against obviously one of the premier defenders in the competition in Harris Andrews, and just to win out and have a strong contested grab, there's opportunities for him to be targeted by other teams.
So Mad Max has got a couple, and the Giants lead it by 11 points for McDonald's and Ream Hotwater. Triple M rocks footy. Sunday afternoon style, the early game, live and exclusive for Triple M. Ball elevates in the middle. Draper does well, wins it forward. Cornelio in hard off centre wing. Daniels a forward handball, but only as far as Draper. Good tackle. That came from Cornelio. And we'll have another ball up in the middle of the ground. 9-4-58 the Giants. They lead Brisbane 7-5-47.
Ball up and down. Either ruckman get a touch. Will Ashcroft heard the voice of Marshall. At the back of the stoppage was Fletcher. Got it forward. Drop mark there from Fonte. That opens it up the gate there for McCluggage, who's chased down. Fantastic Himmelberg. Laverde got it up. Harrison Oliver bumped on the kick. Oh, it should have worked out. Canelio didn't stick the mark. Pressure coming. He's worn like a cheap suit by Marshall. Socket along the deck through the hands of Brown. Ash held up. Eventually got it to Brown, who handballs wide to Gothard, and he'll send a high one down the line.
Yeah, important win here because Daniels is out. Brent Daniels, clean set of heels from Andrews, centering ball. Stringer went one way, brought it to ground. He'll draw Wilmot to him. Goes back the other way, does Jakey. Flying shot at goal. It's marked on the line, or is it a behind?
They're going to check this.
They're going to go upstairs for this one. Well, they had Brent Daniels forward of the footy. Should have made more of that. So they're going to go upstairs. We'll go for Harvey Norman. Hurry right now at Harvey Norman. Get bonus gift cards with selected Australian-made furniture and bedding.
It's going to be
Monday.
behind.
Jude Bolton, 3.25 in red and white. Thanks to Seabus Super this afternoon, reckons it's going to be a behind. So score review, we await the outcome, and it is true. It's a minor score to the Giants. They lead it by 2 straight kicks, 59-47.
Just the kick from Daniels across the ground. It went to Stringer, but it brought Draper into the contest there. It needed to hit the target.
Probably could have run another 10-15 up to the 50. Maybe even a shot on goal. But anyway, it's McKenna on the outer wing. Hamels into Marshall. He runs to 65. Looks fat side. And Lohman. How did he get that much space? Himmelberg looks around at his teammates. They're all looking at each other as Lohman bobs up.
Yeah, the defensive wingman couldn't get back in time.
That's just work rate. Absolute work rate from Lohman. You can see that when Connor McKenna brought it back inboard to Marshall, it was a fantastic kick.
So yet to kick one this afternoon. 18 goals, 9 for the year. And he threads it through the middle. He turned to the army. He didn't get the reaction he wanted. Lohman gets his first. And they hit back here the Lions. 8-5-53, trailing the Giants 9-5-59. Triple M Toyota Tundra scoreboard.
They've only had the 9 entries to 14 in this term alone, the Brisbane Lions. But every time they've gone in, they have looked dangerous because they are looking to change the angles. And this time, Marshall, a long penetrating kick to the bat side of the ground. And as you mentioned, the no off-ball run from the Giants to close that off. And Himmelberg had his head in his hands.
Yeah, just protecting the area nearest to the ball carrier was Himmelberg, relying on his offside winger to come back and lend a hand. It wasn't there. So Lohman gets his first. We are back to 1 straight kick. 28 gone. Second term for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Draper. Forward little tap. Callaghan, good tackle. Neutralised ball. Ball elevate again. Draper starting to win a few out, but straight to Callaghan. Round the body. Big Cal Brown taps it forward to 2-on-1. Bedford releases carefully to Brown. He's going to get caught in the tackle. Bailey, well, he stopped him, and then Coleman nailed him with the tackle at half-back for the Lions.
He went with the fend, and that's your prior opportunity now, and it was a strong tackle.
It's a nice little second effort there from Coleman too. So they're not afraid to go backwards to come forwards here, the Lions. All the way back inside D50. Long kick out from Rayner was the outer side, and big fly came there from Tunstall. He's awarded the free kick. So Tunstall will take it a left half back inside the dying minute here of this second term. Giants leading by 1 straight kick. I think the Lions understand the situation. Professional outfit, they're happy to slow it down as Gardner sends a little sliding one in the direction of Cameron and beats him out of bounds. Free kick to Iden.
So Connor Iden picks the footy up out of the gutter, just squares it. A little dabbing one, showed too much to Charlie Cameron. Ash was good enough to find it in the grass. They got the numbers. They backtrack back to Iden, and he blasts it towards centre wing. The high flyers come, and it's off the fists and out of play. Centre wing, eastern side. So seconds before half time. It's the Giants 9-5-59. They lead it by 1 straight kick. 8-5-53. The Lions, as we await a throw in on centre wing.
Throw a blanket over about 12 here. It'll be Riccardi in the ruck this time against Fort. Right on the Go Foundation logo. Been a really entertaining first half of footy here. The Giants have showed up as Will Ashcroft held up in the tackle, but out the back for McCluggage. Good smother came Daniels. I think the clock's going to beat him. He sends it high inside 50. The spoil came from Andrews nonetheless. And the Giants will take a lead in here at half-time. They are 9-5-59. The Lions 8-5-53. 3:25 games for the Swans. Stu Bolton here alongside one of the great callers, Brad Seymour. Tim Solly here with Justin Edwards as well. That's your call team up here at NG Stadium on a Sunday afternoon for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Toyota. Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M rocks footy.
Built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
For someone doing it tough, something as simple as clean clothes, a warm shower, or a friendly chat can mean more than we'll ever know. At Orange Sky, we're there with free laundry, warm showers, and genuine connection for people experiencing homelessness and hardship across Australia. And you can help make that moment of care possible by just being there and being part of Orange Sky. Volunteer your time or donate today. Every little bit truly helps. Visit orangesky.org.au.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go around. See, for everyone finding a gold coin...
Oh, stoked! I found $2!
There's a newlywed whose gold ring is falling down the drain. Lucky Amy has optional cover for portable valuables.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying contents insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
The new Flex 24-volt range. Judge it for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's mint. These feel nice and light.
Seriously, you notice the turbo setting. The lighter the better. Super easy to handle.
Really comfortable in hand.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Feels like a beast.
The new Flex 24-volt range. More power without the weight. Plus, a lifetime warranty. Available at all leading power tool specialists. Search flex-tools.com.au. Flex. Demand more.
You hear that? That's the sound of something building. Not just anything. That's someone's future. Some people build the hard way. But with Cbus, you can do it the smart way. Cbus Super. Build your something. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you.
I built that, and that, and that. I even did a job for a guy over there too.
If this sounds like you, then you, my sweat-filled full-tilt job site juggernaut, are a true tradie. And as a true tradie, you know a thing or two. Like Mitre 10, who have dedicated trade teams, expert advice, fast and on-time deliveries, stock quality trade materials, and are the trusted partner in the trade. You also know there's nothing better than a site next to a trade centre. Mitre 10 Trade for true tradies.
Not sure how to get started with radio? Brandworks is your easy access into radio advertising with a simple plan and creative included. Plus monthly support from your local team so you know it's working. Your message runs in trusted local shows on your local Triple M station, and you'll tap into Australia's largest regional radio audience. Seats are limited. Register for a Brandworks seminar today. Go to advertise.listener.com/Brandworks to contact us today.
Ever said near enough is good enough? Excuses for a tick. This ad's not for you. Now we've lost anyone who's whacking spark plugs in with a hammer, let's talk Pro to Pro. When upgrading to high-quality precision tools and equipment, choose Warren & Brown. Equipment for torque setting, soldering, the workshop and garage, hand tools and more. Warren & Brown, manufacturers and suppliers of quality precision tools since 1921. Info at wbtools.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This halftime break for BHP, helping regional Australians gain critical skills. BHP and the Future of Work program, building stronger communities together.
Overcast conditions at NG Stadium, but we have a cracker on our hands. 9-5-59 the Giants. They lead the Lions by one straight kick. 8-4 53 at half-time for McDonald's Ream Hot Water Triple M Rocks Football. This is the Triple M Footy half-time for BHP. Strong communities don't just happen by chance. They're built by people, partnerships that last. BHP, building local communities together. A few injury concerns. Well, the list is long and distinguished for the Giants. I'll bring you in here, Justin, off the top for Bob Jane T-Marts. The Giants went in without Whitfield and they lost another defender in that first term.
Yeah, so Whitfield was the laid out with hamstring awareness and Buckley with a hamstring injury in that first term. You wonder about the preparation for the Giants. So he missed the trip Perth last week with hamstring soreness. So they know there's a question mark there already. Plays, barely gets through 10 minutes. So you wonder about the management of him there, and you look at their injuries.
Hang on, you're calling into question the management. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that it's...
Is that what you're saying?
I think he is. Yeah. I think he is. Let's just...
Sure.
Own it, Justin.
Sure. I'm saying, does that not raise questions for you, though, Jude? How somebody misses the trip to Perth with a hamstring problem, comes out here and doesn't get through 10 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely it does, and I think they'll be looking at his preparation and saying, okay, what could we have done again? But I think it tells me it's not that bad that he was up on the bench about to test it again. The concern that they have is obviously Sam Taylor's still missing. They've got the bye in 2 weeks' time, so how do you work with this and make sure your back half is strong enough to take on the likes of the D's next week as well?
It's the injury list for the Giants in terms of best 23 players. Buckley, Taylor, Hogan, Aliir, Jones, Madden, potentially O'Halloran, Kelly and Tom Green. Yeah. It's pretty tough.
I mean, you take Sam Taylor, you take Leclerc, you take Buckley out of any defensive six and Whitfield. So that's four of your best six. You take them out of any defence, you're going to struggle, especially against the reigning premier.
And we probably underestimate the absence of Josh Kelly. I think he's been the glue for this side. He has been the Rolls Royce through the middle of the ground for a long time, and his leadership, what he'd give this young group, and just not having him out there through the midfield really hurts at the moment.
An update for all the Red Zeds to the main break, Jude, please.
Yep, so Clayton Oliver's had 20 disposals, 13 of those have been contested. Darcy Wilmot got plenty of the footy, had 17 disposals. McCluggage 16, Lockie Neal 14 and a goal. Bedford's had 14 and a goal. Also Daniels and Callahan 12 have been busy. Will Ashcroft has had 13 disposals. We just look at the broader stats. It's been quite even in contested possession. Inside 50s. The GWS Giants 32 to inside 50s to just the 23, and then you look at the score sources as well, and that's where the damage has been done on turnover for the Giants. 6 goals for to 2 goals for in favour of the Giants, and around stoppages, the Brisbane Lions 4 goals to just the 2 goals for the Giants there. So some of the work from back half, their ability to transition has been phenomenal for both sides. They've been able to take and rebound off half back and go. They've kicked 3 goals, 2 from the back 50, the Giants, as has 3 goals, 1 for the Brisbane Lions. So that ability to run and open up and go to an open forward line has been something really impressive and stand out.
I think you mentioned during the call, Timmy, the amount of work and territory that the Giants had of the ball and had to do to get their goals is where at the other end, Brisbane seemed to get their goals very efficiently and very easily.
There's also an argument there that, the Giants could be another 2-3 goals more ahead. There's been a lot of entries inside 50 where there's just been an option on and they've just blazed. They've either got too hungry looking at the goals or they've gone to the fat side when really they had a little handball over skinny side. They could well and truly be 3-4 goals clear here, the Giants. They are doing well. They've brought the intensity, the heat here today. I'm liking their attacking, and particularly we noticed off the lasso slingshotting. When it goes out of bounds, Giants are quick to get it moving. They're quick to go forward, but they are just struggling, as Justin mentioned. No Sam Taylor, Jack Buckley out early in this one. Who can stand up in defence here today for the Giants?
I think the question is at half-time is can the Giants maintain the rage in the second half? And that's been problematic for them so far.
And this is what Brisbane have shown all year, is when they're willing to just tighten the screws and get the game on their terms, they can score heavily, and that's why they're second ranked best in terms of scores inside 50.
Well, this man usually has things on his terms, but Amy clangers when the lucky country isn't so lucky. It's lucky you're with Amy. Our man Justin Edwards, a starring role.
We're about to have the toss in the middle of the ground, the coin toss. We'll have the toss of the coin in a moment. When you're ready, there we go.
Nothing's gone to plan out here today. Nothing.
They didn't even point which way they're going. Did I miss that? I think. Did you see that?
Right of your radio dial, Brisbane will be going.
Oh, goodness me.
There you go. Smooth stuff by you, Justin, like that.
Anyone seen Luffy?
Expecting big things out of you today. Luffy's just listening and going, I'm back in the scene here. I am well and truly back in the fold.
That's his first mistake in 4 years.
Yeah, I reckon
I
it would
don't
be
think so.
too.
It's a coin cost.
Toin
a coin for something so simple. Geez, I stuff it up a lot. And Jude here trying to save me said the Lions were going to the right. The Lions went to the left. We all got it wrong.
We didn't pick that one up. Make it.
We didn't pick that one
I
up.
just wanted to pat it out for you, mate, because you were fumbling and bumbling down there.
Choice Hotels around the grounds.
Yes.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money, so you can check into more, get the lowest prices guaranteed when you book direct with choicehotels.com.
Yeah, later today, Snap, we've got the Bulldogs and Narm, Melbourne Demons. We're playing in that one. Bolts has tipped the Demons to win that one today. That kicks off at 3:15, so we'll be heading there after that. That'll be Joey, Brownie, Daisy and Stevie J, so they'll all be there covering that one on Triple M today. Make sure you tune in. That's about an hour and 20 minutes away. After the back of this one, we head there. Look, Narm are in great form. You can't deny what they're doing. Caleb Windsor back in the side. Latrell Pickett will be managed this week. And then a big turnover here at the Bulldogs. Try and get through this if we can. Luke Cleary, James O'Donnell, Lockie Jakes, Jordan Croft and Adam Treloar all come in. The outs for the Bulldogs. Jed Buslinger injured. Bailey Williams is injured as well. The Dr. Davidson's been omitted. Oscar Baker omitted. And Lewis Emmett has been put on the sidelines as well. So wholesale changes there at the Bulldogs. And maybe that just might work for them, Snap.
Yeah, what a way to bookend round 11. We've got to get to a quick break. It's the Giants by one straight kick at the main break for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M. It's football.
That halftime break for BHP, helping regional Australians gain critical skills. BHP and the Future of Work program, building stronger communities together.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Imagine not having clean clothes to wear, or even someone to talk to on a daily basis. For thousands of Australians, that's the reality they wake up to every day. Orange Sky is there for people doing it tough or experiencing homelessness by offering free laundry, warm showers, and a genuine moment of connection. You can help bring hope, connection, and care to someone who needs it. Donate or volunteer today at orangesky.org.au. Every little bit truly helps.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go around. See, for everyone finding a gold coin,
Oh, stoked! I found $2.
there's a newlywed whose gold ring is falling down the drain. Lucky Amy has optional cover for portable valuables.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying contents insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
The new Flex 24-volt range. Judge it for yourself.
Oh, yeah, it's mint. These feel nice and light.
Seriously, you notice the turbo setting. The lighter the better. Super easy to handle.
Really comfortable in hand.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Feels like a beast.
The new Flex 24-volt range. More power without the weight. Plus, a lifetime warranty. Available at all leading power tool specialists. Search flex-tools.com.au. Flex. Demand more.
You hear that? That's the sound of something building. Not just anything. That's someone's future. Some people build the hard way. But with CBus, you can do it the smart way. CBus Super. Build your something. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if CBus is right for you.
I built that, and that, and that. I even did a job for a guy over there too.
If this sounds like you, then you, my sweat-fueled full-tilt job site juggernaut, are a true tradie. And as a true tradie, you know a thing or two. Like Mitre 10, who have dedicated trade teams, expert advice, fast and on-time deliveries, stock quality trade materials, and are the trusted partner in the trade. You also know there's nothing better than a site next to a trade centre. Mitre 10 Trade for true tradies.
Not sure how to get started with radio? BrandWorks is your easy access into radio advertising with a simple plan and creative included. plus monthly support from your local team so you know it's working. Your message runs in trusted local shows on your local Triple M station, and you'll tap into Australia's largest regional radio audience. Seats are limited. Register for a BrandWorks seminar today. Go to advertise.listener.com/brandworks to contact us today.
Ever said near enough is good enough? Excuses for a tick. This ad's not for you. Now we've lost anyone who's whacking spark plugs in with a hammer, let's talk Pro to Pro. When upgrading to high-quality precision tools and equipment, choose Warren & Brown. Equipment for torque setting, soldering, the workshop and garage, hand tools and more. Warren & Brown, manufacturers and suppliers of quality precision tools since 1921. Info at wbtools.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Beacon Trade, backing tradies with all the lighting, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
Yes, blockbuster showdown here at NG Stadium today, and the Giants have come to play. They lead here at half-time, 9-5-59 over the Lions, 8-5-53. That's all on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard this quarter. Beacon Trade's built for tradies, lighting, fans, switches and electrical all in one place. With special trade pricing and stores across Australia, it's easier to get what you need and keep the job moving. Beacon Trade, let's make light work. Tim Solly here calling the action alongside Brad Seymour. We've got two-time premiership superstar here, Jude Bolton, next to me. Bolt's interesting first half and a really energetic GWS Giants.
Oh, they've come out to play, and this is exactly where they need to be at the moment. They've had some opportunities. They've got to shuffle the back line, as we've seen, with Jack Buckley going down and will not take any further part. So there's opportunities for Brisbane Lions to score heavily in the back half and then go from there. But I tell you what, the contest around the middle, just seeing the way Lachie Neale's got himself busy and Hugh McCluggage and Will Ashcroft through there. But Clayton Oliver has been incredibly impressive. 20 disposals, leading all comers, and has had 13 contested possessions. He's the one getting in there and extracting it out. So the Giants need to get on that outer ring and get the maximum benefit from that inside ground ball.
Let's not forget Clayton Oliver coming into this one over the first 10 rounds of the season. He's become just the 10th player to have 150-plus contested possessions in the first 10 rounds and 80-plus clearances. So that's 8 a game he's averaging across the first 10 rounds, and he's on fire here early again today, Snap.
Jude would have done that every year. They just didn't count. Champion Data wasn't involved in it.
Not at all, but
they need...
See how he's straight out of that?
I'll take it off you, Jude. The Giants need to be continually proactive in and around stoppage. They've been that way. Daniels has been really good supporting Oliver in and around that middle. We've seen a better game from Callahan. We've seen more output from Canelio at this stage.
Briggs
will
continue. Has been terrific.
Yeah,
I think his response, he got just a right royal beating from Bailey Williams last week. He got all maximum coaches' votes. But just his ability to have an impact around the middle and give his midfielders first use has been terrific.
Now, we know Adam Kingsley struggled to get in the ground today because I saw him on the way in talking to the Indian security guards, and he's trying to get the messages through to them and they couldn't get on board. What do you think the message was from him at halftime there to the players?
I think it's just their energy around possession of the football, but also defensively. They need to make sure... it was always going to be a correction after that first term where it felt like it was just one-way traffic. Both sides really got opened up in the back half. They tightened up in that second term, but I feel like he just needs to crack in around the middle, get that pressure and effort, and then the run and overlap. We saw the end-to-end flow that the Giants were able to get with that forward handball and really pull some of the defensive unit apart for the Lions. That's what they need to do. Try and test them, change the angles and keep pushing.
And for the visitors this afternoon, just sort of hanging there. Like we said, like what was the inside 50 count? I think it was
only 23 inside 50s.
23 inside 50s for a half of footy, yet they trail it by a goal. They're just doing enough. And this is from a side that clearly are the back-to-back flag winners, and they've won 6 of their last 8.
They've got incredible depth and just their quality of list and their knowledge of how their game can just build upon it, but they just need to put the foot down. They want to make sure they capitalise and win this game.
There has to be a game soon where we see the Lions kick into gear. It's only been really first, second gear kind of stuff, been getting the job done. They've been playing 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. They're probably just timing their run a bit here. They're going to do enough. And then
that's what they've done before.
And when the whips are cracking around round 20, we'll stop talking about Geelong and Fremantle and we'll start talking about this line side again, won't we, Bolts?
Oh, it's the art form in football to try and put a four-quarter performance together and do it consistently. But it just shows how much, they've got. We talked about in the pre-game how many gears that they've got, their ability to flex their muscle and then control the game of footy, and that's because their contest work is so well and they're so well structured behind the footy.
Jude Bolton here, 325 games for the Swans, 2 premierships. That's on the Triple M Cbus Super. Special comments of Savo Cbus Super. Build your something the smart way. Players finally making their way out into their positions here. If you have just joined us, it's the Giants 9-5-59 over the Lions 8-5-53. And don't forget, when the footy's on, you can't miss a moment. Get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. That's only 99 cents for delivery. It's basically free, Bolts. You just get on the My Macca's app, you load up, and it's only 99 cents. Make sure you do that in the second half. Big second half coming up here. Let's hand it over to Brad Seymour for the second half.
No Buckley, no Whitfield from the home side. But they lead it by one straight kick for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy. Overcast conditions in Sydney. Daniels escapes from the middle. He's got a little bit of clear space. Driving ball towards the pocket. Cadman could have been held on to. No, said the umpire. Brisbane get back in numbers. Cadman tries to shovel it out. Brown comes in to lend a hand. A forward little handball. Phoenix Goffard! Oh, round the shoulder. Right shoe over the left shoulder. And in 26 seconds, the Giants have their first for the second half. 10-5-65. They lead Brisbane 8-5-53 on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Perfect start from the Giants. The work from Briggs, the tap down to Daniels. It was absolute clinic out of the middle and put it to a really dangerous position. I love Cadman's effort, though. He brought it to ground, but his follow-up work, he was able to push it back in. And then the Giants' mid-forward line just went to work, and Gothard, as you mentioned, a really clever snap back over his head on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
All-important first goal here to the Giants, so they pick up where they've left off. Intensity still up here, and they lead by 12 points. Back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy as Draper wins the tap this time over the legs of Bailey. Now Neil got out to Levi Ashcroft on his left this time, up to the 50. Little sport came down Ash. McMullen twisting out. He's got a job today with no Buckley. As Thomas got it to Daniels. Nice handball. That releases Briggs. Back to McMullen. Good chain and link. And then spears it straight down the throat of Stringer. 40 out directly in front.
Their ability to turn it over on half-back and then just turn the lines around. They got numbers 4 to the contest there, and they linked up really well through the middle, used Briggsy, and the lowering the eyes for McMullen.
McMullen ran from D50 all the way to create that second option. And a beautiful delivery to Stringer, who's back inside the centre square here. He hops and skips his way in. He strikes it from 49, and he loved it. He celebrates. 2 fingers in the sky, points to the stand again. No kisses this time, Bolts. He's put the kiss away in the back pocket, but he's got 2, Jakey. And the Giants on fire early at the start of this third. They're 11-5-71. The Lions 8-5-53. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Terrific start to the third term for the Giants. You can see that tsunami getting going, their ability to run in waves and link up and use each other. And it just turned the Lions around. They were in disarray as they went into their back half. Numbers everywhere for the Giants.
First option's usually your friend in high-pressure stakes. And they chose that each time on the way up the field. Efficient ball movement from the home side. They lead it 11-5 to 8-5 for McDonald's. For Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy back in the middle. Draper, definitive to Neil. Off the back of the square goes Tunstall. Driving ball high up and under. Front square, Rayner left it behind. Himmelberg, slick little give. Ash, if it sits for him, it does now. Forward handball, Thomas involved. They can work it out now. Back to Ash. He can run. He lays it on the turf. Says, hey, Huey McCluggage, look at this. 2 bounces, 3 bounces. Drives it forward. No one can take the mark. Cadman front and square. Neil in and over him. And they all hold the footy up. 30 out from the Giants' goal.
He gave up on the chase there. McCluggage there.
He gave up on the chase.
He just walked around him and didn't want to go after him.
Wow. I have not seen that from the Lions. Hunt not there. In the meantime, a holding the ball inside 50 for the Giants. Free kick, Cadman.
And look, Lockie Neal's asking, where's my prior? Holding the ball is all over the shop at the moment. We just need to see the Triple M Harvey Norman replay, because Neal picked it up and he was immediately tackled as soon as he picked that up. But it's come out in the tackle, but he had a little swipe at it, and that's what the umpires paid the free kick to Cadman. But it was a strong tackle from the key forward. They've got all the momentum and energy here.
Kick one at the 22-minute mark of the second, Cadman. He lets it fly. It looks gorgeous. Sensational finish. Cadman's got a couple. And their tails are in the air, the Giants. 12-5-77. The Lions 8-5-53. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Huge start to the third term. 18 disposals, 3 inside 50s to 3 straight goals on the Triple M Red Z lending stats for the Giants. They've hardly touched the footy already in this third term, the Brisbane Lions. Only 5 disposals thus far.
Great adjective by you.
What's that?
Gorgeous. Not a word that I think would be often used on Triple M footy.
That's all right.
But I like it.
Well, when I'm in a good-looking team, that's the word that comes to mind.
So, 4 minutes played, 3 straight goals to GWS, and they extend their lead to 4 straight. They lead it by 24 points.
This midfield group for the Lions have to get going here.
They've got a sniff of it, the home side. Back in the middle, McCluggage over it, Oliver, Neal, all the stars are there. Down low, is that below the knee or is that a push? No, forward. Play on, Daniels. Daniels crosses the paint at 50. Daniels kicks another. They've kicked 4 in 5 minutes, the Giants, to begin the second half.
This is
the Brisbane players are going nuts in their defensive 50, but the score is on the board. 13-5-83, the Giants. They lead Brisbane 8-5-53 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard.
The non-controlling umpire called a free kick against, and then they called the advantage to Daniels. They thought it was a free kick to them, so all the Brisbane Lions players stopped. Daniels just waltzed into goal, and all the back 50 defensive players for the Brisbane Lions went straight to the umpire and said, where was the holding the ball decision that you'd called?
Interesting. Certainly got to play the whistle, and certainly the whistle was down, so got confused there, the Lions, and there's a concerned look on Chris Fagan's face, Bolts.
Yeah, he's standing as he does at the back of the bench, just watching his teammates. They're watching the team go to work, but they need to respond here, the Lions.
They've come to life here at NG, and so they should. As Snapper said, they've kicked the first 4 in the first 5 minutes of this third term. They lead by 30, the Giants. Out the back of the stoppage, Harrison Oliver. Around his body to half forward, tumbling, Tunstall. And knocked out Gallup. And then hunting at Cadman. He can't quite get a piece of it, and then Cornelio arrives to help out. We'll have a ball up right on attacking 50 for the Giants.
His follow-up work's been terrific. Aaron Cadman, he's laid a couple of strong tackles.
They lead it by 5 goals, the Giants. Cornelio, a little dabbing ball to a really dangerous spot. Cadman, little fumble. Ty Gallup all over him. Tries to hold it in. Phoenix Gothard sweats on it. Kicks around the body with the left shoe. Phoenix has got a couple. They've kicked 5 straight to begin the second half. And they have turned this game on its ear. 14-5-89, the Giants. They lead the Lions 8-5-53. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Look at the work at the stoppage. First and foremost, just a little short kick puts into the scramble, but Aaron Cadman on his knees gets to work, pushes it out in the space just to the socks of his teammate. Just work it out in front of him. Gets it out, and Phoenix Gothard, as quick as a flash on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay, kicks his second in the quarter. They are absolutely smashing them in this third term.
How about this, eh? The Giants.
He's taken the flash jacket off too.
Sweating up in the box.
Getting hot in here. There's too much action. For McDonald's and Room Hot Water, we're back in the middle. Tap can down. Neal worked off it. Now at ground level, it's locked in. So we'll do it all again in the bullseye.
Great test for Brisbane. Get your structures right around the stoppage. Get some good hit.
Briggs out of the congestion. High ball to half forward. Came off hands. Who can bear the spill? McCluggage. Just a hurry kick to the outer wing. Put it to grass. Reveal there. So too Stone. Got it up to Ash. He's really building nicely into this game. Takes a bounce. Comes laterally across the ground. Doesn't hit a target. Pressure on Bedford. He got up to Harrison Oliver, who wants to cut back in on the left. He now darts a little ball down the line, and he's got Bedford.
Yeah, Bedford straight on his chest. He'll get it back. A slick little give to Fonte, the athlete. Another forward handball to Brown. Cal Brown, he's 60 from home. Dabs it into the pocket. A little bit heavy for Stringer. And Darcy Gardner gets a right fist to it. Ball out of play, forward pocket. 14-5. 89 the Giants. They lead the Lions 8-5, 53 after a 5-goal in 7-minute blast to begin this second half. They find their voice, the crowd. They throw it back in, forward pocket for the Giants. Spills to the front, Lions to clear.
High ball outside 50, members wing. It'll bounce in front of Laverty, and that'll be last disposal. So Giants will send it back into attack here. All the momentum. It feels like it's been living in their forward half. I'm not sure you've got the inside 50s this quarter yet, Bolts.
6-1, 5 goals straight from those.
Goes backwards on the 45, Laverde. Iden squirts a little short one to Ash. He loves to run and tuck the ball under his wing. And now he drives it inside 50. It's all Lions, though. Good mark, Wilmot.
So Wilmot can repel.
They just need some control of the football here, the Brisbane Lions.
Just a bit of kick and catch for a bit, Jude. So he goes up the guts, and he showed too much of it. Giants have the numbers again. Phoenix Gothard to that man. The running architect off half-back is Ash. Plonks it to the pocket.
In trouble.
Andrews holding the footy. No, said the umpire. Coming through Toby. Toby goes round the body on the left. Toby's get their 6th for the term. The Giants scintillating start to the 3rd term at NG. 15-5 to 8-5, and they have kicked 6 goals in the term. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
But Toby Green's got his 2nd. It should have been holding the ball. Once again, a panicked exit kick, and it came back with interest because Harris Andrews went 360 here, almost holding the ball. It should have been holding the ball to Jake Stringer, but play to the whistle. Toby Green picks it up, cuts through traffic, and a fantastic snap on his left. They are in disarray at the moment. It is coming out of the middle. The contest work from the Giants, but then at the defence, they're rattled. They're just butchering the football out.
Absolutely shell-shocked here, the Lions. 6 on the bounce here to start this 3rd term. Stringer's got a couple, Cabin's got a couple, so too Daniels. Gothard's got 2, so does Toby Green. Lions will win this clearance. Inside 50, well done, Laverde. Too strong on this occasion for Morris. He immediately gets up and massages a ball down the line to Cornelio. Right half back, pokey short ball. And leading up to the boot was Cal Brown. He gets it back inside on the 45. Who's marking Brent Daniels? He sends it in the Riccardi direction. Bit too heavy over the back. Gardner. Sweeping handball.
In trouble.
Dropped it in the tackle. Holding the prune. Umpire right on the scene.
What an effort from Aaron Cadman. You could see him have to double back to lay the strong tackle, and he just wrapped his opponent up. He's going to be on his favoured left foot, but grabbed Ty Gallup and just dragged him to the ground.
I suggest someone go and stand next to Brent Daniels and do it smartly, or this game is done.
It's currently 42 points. They are inspired, the Giants. This for Cadman's 3rd. Oh, you betcha! He curled it beautifully, and he threaded it straight through the middle. Cadman's got 3. Giants by 48 here at NG. 13 minutes left in the 3rd on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
What an impressive 3rd term. 7 goals straight. Inside 50s. Only 9 in this quarter to 2 in favour of the Giants. And every time they go in there, it looks menacing. 45 disposals, just to 12 touches. Their midfielders have not even touched the football. There's guys running around there who've not even gone near it at the moment. They need to get their hands on the ball, steady the ship.
That's Jude Bolton for Seabus Super. Build you a something the smart way.
What a response.
Wow.
Huge from the Giants.
So they've kicked 7 in a row, the Giants, to lead it by 48 points. And we're middle stages, third term for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M Rocks footy. Callaghan working feverishly down low, spits it out. At the back of the pack was Fletcher, a little forward handball. Well, it didn't really help Gardner. He was caught in a good tackle. And we'll get a ball up just next door to the centre circles. So the Giants pressing hard here, asking questions. Fought in the ruck now for Brisbane. They go forward again to the Giants. Andrews at the back. They'll sweat upon him if the ball spits out. Gothard's been busy. Comes to the back. Brisbane with the numbers. They settle and run the footy out of play. Deliberate.
Oh, wow.
Ty Gallup has to hand the footy over to Stringer and the package.
Oh, you watch if he kicks
The package has been kissing. Oh, he kisses
Yeah.
everywhere. Look at this. He's just conned the umpire into a rush. And then
You watch him lair-eyed if he
look at
kicks this.
Look at this.
This will lid off sort of stuff. Forward pocket. He runs out. Bends it round. He's missed it.
Oh.
Goal umpire says, not this time, Jake the Snake, and it's minus score. Margin now stands at 49 points, 16-6. Plays 8-5, Triple M Big and Trade scoreboard.
Uncharted waters here for the Lions. What are they going to do, Bolts? Because hang on a second. Stone will send the Giants back inside. Numbers with the Lions. It beats all comers. Ball sits for Coleman. Oh, he's taken down on the line by Brown. They are copping it from every angle at the moment, the Lions. Through for a minor, 16-7 and 103. The Lions, 8-5, 53.
they've had no meaningful possession forward of centre. They need to get hands on the football. Here's there's a bit of control here. Kick mark all the way up the ground.
They've done that thus far. Coleman's going to get run down. Releases just in time. Lohman flies. Can't elevate and complete the mark. Gets it in the grass one way then the other. Evasive skills on show. Goes wide to Tunstall. A little handball out. Flying shot. Is that Dunkley are pushing up the ground? It'll be a minor score. So they draw it back by a single behind. 8-6. 54 the Lions. They trail the Giants 16-7, 103.
Just puts it over the top. Himmelberg's going to run onto it. Fantastic kick from Ash. Just put it there and said, run onto it, son. Now Himmelberg gets it to Brown. Oh, they're out everywhere. Cadman links it over the top. Thomas lowers the eyes, Gothard. And now Stringer can just pop it into the pockets. And the mark taken by Grajewski.
Wow.
They are just toying with them at the moment. They just identified the outnumber along the boundary line here, and they just waltzed their way forward from defensive half.
What a kick it was initially from Ash. Just put it out to the half-back flank. Just said to Himmelberg, just run on. I'll put it there. And then from there, the checker pieces all lined up. They weaved their way down the ground, and Grajewski here from about 10 metres out on a 45 steers home his third. They have kicked 9 of the last 11, and they've kicked the first 8 of this third term. Giants are on a tear. 17-7, 109 over the Lions, 8-6, 54. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Beacon Trade backing tradies with all the lighting, fan switches, and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
Just a complete breakdown of their defensive transition there from the Brisbane Lions. And as soon as the Giants were able to get that overlap, they had time and space to execute the whole way down the ground. But it just shows when you're in panic state, if you've conceded 8 straight in this term, they look shell-shocked. There's no talk and communication. I'd be pushing a half forward up to support their midfield after the bounce.
Back in vogue, the Giants for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M Rocks footy. Draper wins the tap. Bailey just tries to shovel it out to Neil. Did well. Ashcroft now. Levi version. High ball towards half forward. They'll set themselves. Logan Morris can't mark. Who's getting busy downstairs? It's Callaghan, and they can run and line up again, the Giants. They use forward handball. Finn Callaghan involved again. Lockie Ash off the point of the square.
Goes a little one.
Bad turnover.
Aaron handball there from Harrison Oliver. Now Revel on the turnover. That's nice. Puts it up into the leading lane for Morris, who's taken it just inside 50. He got 2 of them on, so he measures it over the top, and in the end he chose the pocket. Lohman About 2 metres in from the boundary, right forward pocket.
But that's where your pressure needs to crank up in these situations where everyone's under the pump. You're flat-footed around stoppages. You pressure in transition, and they were able to get the intercept and turn the Giants around.
He kicked their last goal at the 29-minute mark of the second. This for their first of the third. It's shallow, and he hits the post. About a third of the way up the woodwork. And the Lions are in disarray at the moment. 8-7-55. The Giants 17-17, 109. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Oliver up to 21 disposals. Brent Daniels been outstanding in this third term. 17 disposals and 1 goal.
It's a Lockie Ash from fullback. Runs his full distance and then puts it on the chest of Finn Callaghan. Left half back, goes inboard, wants his left peg, drives it towards half forward. Cadman elevates, can't complete the mark. Brown, he's very athletic, pushes it forward to Bedford, and then that man Gothard, it's smothered off his boot. Wilmot's there to put the heat on him, uses the body well, puts his bum when he sort of backed into the contest, didn't he, did Wilmot? And we'll get a ball up inside forward 50 for the Giants. They lead it by 54 points. 9 minutes to play, third term.
Draper this time in the ruck, just whacks it outside 50. Big 2-on-2, Item with the spoil. Front centre Levi Ashcroft, his handball cut off. Arms free from Ash, got ripped off it. Levi got bumped off it as well. Head over at McMullen. Tried to paddle it out to grass. Rayner clawed over the shoulder. Free kick against McMullen. Joyce Hotels around the grounds after this. We head to the Bulldogs and the Demons at Marvel. Don't go anywhere. Keep your dial locked on Triple M. You can also go on the listener app, LISTNR, as Rayner. Left foot ball down the line. Hunting it there was Dunkley. And it'll be a free kick of the Giants. I'll listen to them, Bolts. They're enjoying this, aren't they?
This has been one of the most impressive displays of just power. They've been able to just turn the Brisbane Lions around.
Josh Dunkley on the Red Zeds. When you get a moment, please, Jude, as Ash.
He's had 15 disposals, Snapper.
Off half-back, and he'll dab it wide. No one can take the mark. Stringer, the ball stays in play. Rayner sort of stopped. Jakey, the snake, did not stop. Delivers it in. Neil at the back. Bedford sweats upon him. They try to get it out. They can't.
That's the second time they've stopped in motion. They've just made the assumptions. They're just stopping.
Yeah, they're expecting their teammates to jump in and support defensively.
Toby round the corner. Gets something from Briggs's work in the ruck, and they extend the margin to an even 10 goals. The skipper gets his third for the afternoon, and the Giants in a canter. They've kicked 9 on the bounce. 18-7, 115. They lead a very disappointing Brisbane 8-7-55.
Incredible work at the forward stoppage again. You can see Toby Green, he starts goal side of his opponent and comes back defensively, runs the defensive pattern, so he's got the opportunity to have access to the football, but his ability and congestion to kick that back over his head, just incredible. Outstanding work on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
9 goals in a quarter they've conceded, Brisbane. 9.
Unbelievable.
Contested ball for the quarter. We'll get to that in a moment for Red Z. But the Giants in complete control.
26-19 in favour of the Giants.
Callaghan with the clearance here. They want more, the Giants, up to the 50, but this time held up by Coleman. They're led by 6 at half-time, the Giants. They've been gallant. They have come out and absolutely blown away the Lions here. 9 straight, and they lead by 60. As Neil doesn't even know where to go from D50. He's looking around. There's nothing on. They have absolutely stopped here, the Lions. We have not seen them do this for years. A little spearing ball onto the chest of Bailey. He wants to wheel and go. He's asking him to come out of him. No one's moving. He goes wide. Marshall. Ball came Thomas. Now on the turnover. Oh, they're hungry, the Giants. Thomas. He's held up by moments from Marshall. Well done. Good little toe poke. Thomas gets it back. Tucked into the pocket. He handballs it out the back. Green little slider into the pocket. A snap.
Oh, don't tell me.
Don't tell me. Oh, the package. He wrapped it up in a bow. And he sent it on its way. The package has got 3.
Have a look at the celebration here. As soon as he snapped that over his head, he walked nonchalantly off towards the crowd. It was just unbelievable from Jakey Stringer, but the pressure from this Giants team. They kept it in play. The handball back over to Stringer. Watch him kick this, the snap, and he just walked off and like he grabbed the dart.
Yeah. How easy is this?
A little Peter Jackson out of the top pocket.
What's this?
Justin Edwards, Bob Jane Team Arts.
Jake Stringer's goal there. That makes this officially the highest scoring quarter in the Giants' history. 10 goals, 2 they've put on, beating their previous record, 10 goals, 1.
And they're out of the middle again. Callahan caught in a good tackle. And that'll be Levi Ashcroft who'll take the free kick, goes wide to Lohman. Lohman at half-back, has a bounce. He's got a little bit of time. Broadcast side draws the crowd, goes back to Ashcroft, and he just dumps it up the line to McKenna. McKenna takes the mark at half-forward.
80 from home, long and strong. Here's an opportunity for the Lions. Numbers, though, with the Giants. Nice little spoil over the top by Harvey Thomas. Maybe a small man, but he got high and got the spoil in.
Yeah, offside winger coming through to help out his defence. Terrific work rate.
Uncontested possession, 49-23 in this quarter alone.
So all in the Triple M Red Z lending stats. Jude Bolton doing it all today. Seabus super style and Red Z lending style. As it comes to the front, Giants with the numbers. Hurry kick outside of the congestion. Daniels has to beat 3. And this time Jasper Fletcher with the chest mark.
So Fletcher 55 from home. What have they got in store? The Lions. He'll dab it into the pocket. Well, it's a 2-on-1. He wanted Draper. Draper didn't even compete for the mark because Laverty did the body work early and got him out of the road, and Briggsy just took the mark. Been terrific, Briggs, this afternoon.
Terrific response. Lowered his colours last week against West Coast Eagles.
Himmelberg, long and strong. The target there was big grab, Cal Brown.
I've loved what he's brought today.
He's brought a lot of energy to the park today. He's presenting up forward. He's kicked a major. As he spits a little flat one, finds Phoenix Gothard, left half back. So they lead by 66 points here, the Giants. Hard to believe. It's been one of the great quarters we've seen in season 26. Now they make their way to half forward. Scooped up Bedford. The chain of handball. Brett Daniels from 25. Pins back the ears. And they've got another. Wow. It's raining goals here at NG Stadium. Giants by 72. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
What are we witnessing here? They have not produced this at any stage during the season. It's been a season where they've coughed and spluttered and haven't got their game going, and suddenly it is all clicked, and it's been on the back of pressure, their work at stoppages and their run and willingness to get involved. This time they had numbers again, and Daniels had the audacity to just bounce his way up into the forward 50 and finish truly.
Unrelenting Giants. What's that, 11 for the quarter?
11 on the bounce.
Wow, 11 goals to zip in this third term. And there had been questions asked. They have dominated the contest for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy. They go out of the middle again. Clayton Oliver involved, gets it forward. Phoenix Gothard, a good little tackle, goes back in. He's brought intensity around the footy. Goes with a high ball towards Cadman. Cadman can't mark. Toby Sweat's on it. Kitty Coleman's there. A little handball to McLaughlin round the corner. Everything's under the pump. And forcing the issue to Callahan. He takes the mark 75 from home.
Now Harris Andrews is sitting deep down the line here.
Callahan winds up. He goes in that direction. Good sticky mitts. Well done, Gallup. Policing the skies. Hard to believe we've still got 4.5 minutes left in this quarter. They've polled on 11, and as Justin Edwards said down on the boundary, their best ever quarter of footy in regards to scoring, the Giants. Not 15.
That's under the pressure
Daniels. They turn it over again, the Giants. Cadman gives it to Bedford. Oh, good smother came Gallup. Well done. Stuntman style. Tunstall over to Levi Ashcroft under the pump. And now Cornelio out wide to Callahan, non-preferred. Top of the square, the package. Oh, he flew too early. Marshall, just hot potato style, gave it up. And then a little drop of the knees there from the captain. And Toby Green will go back from 25 out, slightly worse than a 45.
He'll be kicking for his 4th goal. This has just been a staggering response after half-time. And Toby Green sensed the high tackle and just sank enough to ensure it accentuated it.
15 years of wisdom right there.
He wheels around, opens up the goal mouth. Toby's got 4. And the Giants have got 12 goals in the third term. Unbelievable scenes here at NG. They extend their lead, 21 goals 7, 133 over the Lions, 8-7-55. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Well, I think it's also been staggering how little response we've seen from the reigning premiers. They have just been insipid in this third term. Around the stoppages, in this quarter alone, it's 5 goals straight to zip at stoppages. 6 goals, 2 on turnover. And it's been one-way traffic without any pushback.
Well, they have bought the energy after half-time. They have been ferocious at the contest, the home side. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, even Briggs is jumping over Draper at the moment. We're back in the middle. Gothard, clever little handball. Forward handball. Releases Bedford if it sits for him. It does now. He's about 52. Gives it to Toby. Toby from 50 lines him up. Ferry's fifth. Toby's got a fistful. Toby's got 5. 22-7. 139 the Giants. Eclipsing Brisbane 8-7-55. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Off the boot. And you can see Adam Kingsley looking on the big screen. And I tell you what, he's going, how do I bottle this? How do I bottle it?
Yeah.
What are we doing right? And what they're doing right is around the stoppages, they are hunting. I've loved the effort of Phoenix Gothard. He stayed involved. He's putting pressure on, quick hands. They release and give to their teammates. It gives them time and space to execute. And this time, Toby Green from outside 50, you can see he punches his fist on the Triple M RV Norman replay. 5 goals to his name.
Giants by 84 points, 13 unanswered goals. We're back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy. Lions with the clearance up to half forward. Will Ashcroft. He'll run to 55, inside 50. Cameron was the target and Spore came from McKenna. Out of bounds.
And the best thing from a Giants perspective is that their defensive unit has not even needed to be tested because they're winning the ball forward of centre each time. Without Jack Buckley, without Sam Taylor, who's missed a lot of football, that back half has been really protected.
13 goals for the term, the Giants. Laverty, little handball, stuck about 35 out from the Lions' goal. Whistle on play, they'll do it again. I'm running out of lines in my exercise book to fill in goals.
It started with that McCluggage non-chase, and you could see that the Lions were just off.
So ball elevates. Callahan working hard again. He's hemmed in on the boundary. The Turvey Park kid lends a hand to Thomas. Little handball back to Callahan, and they've worked it out. Gothard involved. Now Oliver. It'll be go back outside. They're still running. The Turvey Park kid. He delivers high and wide towards Cadman. Cadman can't mark. Then ball off hands. Ty Gallup got a good fist on it. Ball out of play. We'll get a throw in.
It's been old school orange tsunami kind of style today, hasn't it? Just running in waves.
And when you don't get your inside pressure right, they've been able to link up and just have time and space.
Giants by 84. Sharon Hill back in. Left forward pocket for the Giants. Draper had a fresh airy. Paddled forward by Stringer. Rayner just wants to clear the area. Himmelberg couldn't pick up off the laces. Little handball inside's nice. Callahan on the right slipper. Toby Green, it was a bit too hot. Off hands, Bedford. Gave it to Gothard. Look away. Handball was creative. Cadman laid the bump. Bedford goes back. Oh, they're not done with.
They are not done with.
See, I don't mind that, Jude, the look-away handball because it was to a dangerous spot. 30 out directly in front.
Keep it in scramble, absolutely.
I like it.
Put this back defensive 6 under the pump.
So they've kicked 13 in a row, the Giants. They have. It comes to Neil at the back. Just muddling myself up as Neil clears wide, but it's going to come back at the hands of Himmelberg.
Jakey.
A little forward handball to Stringer. Stringer turns and fires. Guess what? He's got another one. Jake the Snake. He's kicked 4, and they've kicked 14 for the term. 14 goals for the term. 23-7, 145 the Giants. They are belting the reigning premiers 8-7-55, and they do it all on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
What do you say?
A 14-goal quarter.
I can't remember the last time I've seen something like this.
It's a 34-minute quarter because we've had so many
There's
goals.
still over a minute to go. They lead by 15 goals, Bolts.
It's unbelievable football.
We all take a breath here. We've witnessed an absolute masterclass.
And this is the back-to-back premiers, just getting it handed to them.
And Adam Kingsley would just be wondering, how does he get this every week? Because this is the best footy we've seen from the Giants for a long time. Off half-back, the Lions. A little spitting ball by Fletcher finds Lohman. He wheels inside. A sliding ball inside 50 through the hands of Laverde. Out the back, Cameron. Hasn't seen much of it. There might have been a free there. Whistle just not blown. Ground level bubbling. And then good tackle laid. Iden there. Diving on top, Thomas. And we're inside the final minute of this third term now. If you just joined us, you'd be wondering what the hell's going on. It's 23 goals to 8. And the Giants lead by 90.
So, neutral ball. Neil should get there first. He gets a little fumble. Gothard been very good this afternoon. They just push it wide. Levi Ashcroft has to release the footy to Draper. The pressure comes. Coleman in there, picks it up, but they pick him up in a good tackle.
Another second effort. They just keep going.
Cadman brings him to ground. So, inside the final minute of the third term, it's been an avalanche from the home side. 14 goals on the bounce as they throw it up half forward for the Lions, but the Giants win it. Rayner involved. Haven't called his name too often on this term. He hasn't seen much of the footy. Either's this man, Lohman. Lohman gets through the traffic. He's going to be run down by Thomas. Releases to Dunkley. Dunkley goes round the body. It'll get to the back in the forward pocket.
Dangerous moments here. Lurking Cameron got boot to ball. Slides it at goal. And they might have got one here, the Lions. Umpires coming together. Let's take a listen in.
Umpire's call was touched. Sent it up to the box.
So, soft call is a touch.
Looks
Go
like
to the Harvey Norman. What can you see
may have
here,
grazed
Box?
Lockie Ash's thigh just as Cameron got it onto the boot. They're just testing whether it just grazed his thigh as it
Looks
came
like
through.
the shorts. You can see the shorts move. The white part of the shorts. Gets a little flicker on the way through.
Your eyes are better than mine.
It's gone up as the soft call as well
worse.
as a touch. I'm not sure if they can overturn that.
So Giants wanting the Sharon back. They want more goals here, but there's only a couple of seconds left in the term. So this will be the last play as they're rocking and rolling it up on the big screen here at NG. There is a little flick on the back of the short there. Whether they're going to pay it or not, it has to be conclusive. I don't think it is. So we finally go upstairs and they've said umpire's call, which is the soft call of one behind. So no goal to Cameron.
And a goalless quarter for Brisbane.
Margin back to 89 points now to the favour of the Giants as Ash bounces his way out of the square, kicks it down the line. Green there, off hands. And the crowd says everything at NG. They're on their feet. They've witnessed one of the great quarters here by the GWS Giants since their inception. They piled on 14 majors. That's right, 14 goals in the third term alone. And here at three-quarter time, they're 23 goals, 145. The Lions, 8-8-56. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
That quarter for Beacon Trade, backing tradies with all the lighting, fans, switches and electrical for the job. Beacon Trade, let's make light work.
From McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment, get Macca's delivered for a 99-cent delivery fee. Only on the My Macca's app.
For someone doing it tough, something as simple as clean clothes, a warm shower, or a friendly chat can mean more than we'll ever know. At Orange Sky, we're there with free laundry, warm showers, and genuine connection for people experiencing homelessness and hardship across Australia. And you can help make that moment of care possible by just being there and being part of Orange Sky. Volunteer your time or donate today. Every little bit truly helps. Visit orangesky.org.au.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go around. See, for everyone finding a gold coin,
Oh, stoked! I found $2.
there's a newlywed whose gold ring is falling down the drain. Lucky Amy has optional cover for portable valuables.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying contents insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
The new Flex 24-volt range. Judge it for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's mint. These feel nice and light.
Seriously, you notice the turbo setting. The lighter the better. Super easy to handle.
Really comfortable in hand.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Feels like a beast.
The new Flex 24-volt range. More power without the weight. Plus, a lifetime warranty. Available at all leading power tool specialists. Search flex-tools.com.au. Flex. Demand more.
You hear that? That's the sound of something building. Not just anything. That's someone's future. Some people build the hard way. But with CBus, you can do it the smart way. CBus Super. Build your something. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if CBus is right for you.
I built that, and that, and that. I even did a job for a guy over there too.
If this sounds like you, then you, my sweat-fueled full-tilt job site juggernaut, are a true tradie. And as a true tradie, you know a thing or two. Like Mitre 10, who have dedicated trade teams, expert advice, fast and on-time deliveries, stock quality trade materials, and are the trusted partner in the trade. You also know there's nothing better than a site next to a trade centre. Mitre 10 Trade for true tradies.
Not sure how to get started with radio? Brandworks is your easy access into radio advertising with a simple plan and creative included. Plus monthly support from your local team so you know it's working. Your message runs in trusted local shows on your local Triple M station, and you'll tap into Australia's largest regional radio audience. Seats are limited. Register for a Brandworks seminar today. Go to advertise.listener.com/Brandworks to contact us today.
Ever said near enough is good enough? Excuses for a tick. This ad's not for you. Now we've lost anyone who's whacking spark plugs in with a hammer, let's talk Pro to Pro. When upgrading to high-quality precision tools and equipment, choose Warren & Brown. Equipment for torque setting, soldering, the workshop and garage, hand tools and more. Warren & Brown, manufacturers and suppliers of quality precision tools since 1921. Info at wbtools.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Totally Workwear. Put your best footwear forward this season. Totally Workwear.
Oh, three-quarter time here at NG Stadium, and on the back of a vicious attack on the footy, it has been the exceptional Giants. 14 goals in the quarter, 23-7, 145. They lead Brisbane 8-8-56. 14 goals in that third term alone. Toby's got 5. Stringer's got 4. Grzeczycki's got 3. Cadman 3 for the home side. And it was a third term blitz, Jude Bolton.
Oh, just an incredible third term. We don't know exactly where it came from, but tell you what, it was around the stoppages initially, and 25 inside 50s to 10. Number one ranked player on the ground is Phoenix Gothard. He's had 9 tackles, 23 disposals, kicked the 2 goals. He was just influential in that third term, but everyone got going. In the captain alone, Toby Green, 4 goals in the quarter. Jakey Stringer was just kissing the crowd and just waltzing around.
Babies, he was rubbing babies' heads. He was doing it all.
I'll tell you what, he kicked
Had
3.
the Peter Jacksons out for a moment there, just celebrating.
But it was evident early on from the Brisbane Lions that they didn't want to chase, didn't want to put defensive pressure on. Hugh McCluggage got walked around and didn't chase, and it just opened up.
A few choice words for Bob Jane teammates from our man, Justin Edwards.
We mentioned in that call that it was the Giants' highest-scoring quarter of all time. It's not just the highest scoring. This is the highest-scoring third quarter in VFL AFL history. An 86-point third term. It's the 4th highest scoring any quarter in VFL AFL history this century. Only Essendon against the first-year Gold Coast Suns have done something similar. It's quite extraordinary, especially thinking against the 2-time reigning premiers. Amongst the Giants members here, there's been standing ovations. I feel like I'm part of a party down here.
Well, this sort of has a distinct smell about it, Jude, against the reigning premiers.
Bit of a whiff, you reckon, Snapper?
Yeah, well, from behaviours, from what we saw from
the body
senior
language.
Brisbane players.
They were shell-shocked.
All set to go in the final term. The home side lead it by 89 points. Here's Tim Solly on Triple M footy.
The McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Lions will win the first clearance. Obviously had a rev up here at three-quarter time as Neil goes inside 50. Bailey, front and centre, couldn't gather. It's McKenna, though, who's been likely. He tumbles it, and it goes across the goal face and through for one behind. 8-9-57 the Lions. Giants 23 goals 7, 145. Triple M totally workwear scoreboard. Put your best footwear forward this season, totally workwear.
Timmy Solly, Brad Seymour beside the 3:25 game with Jude Bolton this afternoon and Justin Edwards roaming the boundary as the Giants try to go out of D50 and Cadman. Well, it's been a good battle, hasn't it? Between a couple of young emerging stars, Ty Gallup and Aaron Cadman. He just squeezes one to half-back to Clayton Oliver, who sort of started it all in the first half. Combative nature of this game. Fonte, the runner. He gives it to Callahan. He lifts the arms. He rolls the shoulders in the tackle and releases the footy forward. A high ball. And Andrews gets in front of Grudetsky and takes a good mark at half-back for the Lions.
Better start to the last quarter here for the Lions. A couple of their leaders really standing up.
Jude Bolton, Seabus Super. Build you something the smart way. Even this exit outside D50, there's just no movement.
Yeah, look how static they are, yeah.
He goes sideways to Will Ashcroft, who's right on the 50 where it meets the boundary. It's called to move it on by the umpire. Down to Dunkley in a contested position. Takes the mark. He releases Marshall wide. He'll bounce his way down this broadcast wing. Runs the full quota and then sends it inside 50. Mark not taken. Hurry kick McKenna. That's nice. He got Morris, who'd crept out the front of the stoppage, and he takes it 20 out, slight angle.
It was good control from the Lions. They found Dunkley up on the wing, and he had the overlap run from Marshall, who just tucked it under his arm, and they just took ground and took space and just put it to a really dangerous position.
Not often you say this, but he's goalless to the fourth quarter, Morris. Their spearhead up forward, 23 goals, 16 coming to this one, 53 goals, 20 last year. He just hasn't had many looks today. So to the eastern end, Vincent Fairfax stand. He lets it fly. And he just squeezes it home. A little bit of relief for the Lions. They get the first major of this final term. 9-9-63. The Giants 23-7, 145. Triple M, totally workwear scoreboard.
And this is the start of just the response from the Brisbane Lions. It just was not forthcoming in that third term. But the best way to start, and just after a bit of a rev up at three-quarter time, is win the first clearance. They got that forward, and then they controlled the footy in that foray forward. And Morris kicked truly on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
They need something to bounce off. They've got Freo at home next week. Ooh, they're in good touch. So they need to build something for next week here, the Lions. They get the first of the final quarter. The margin stands at 82 points on the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy. What happened there?
So Draper actually sort of feigned and went around, and Briggs went over the middle part of the line. Against
another disgraceful rule. So they go forward again, Brisbane, in a dangerous spot. Just tried to elevate it through to Rayner. Rayner went round the body, and he's got two. So Rayner gets the second of the final term. They're 10-9-69 now, the Lions. They trailed the Giants 23-7, 145. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
That's his third, Cam Rayner. And you can see the free kick in the middle. So Briggs had gone over that centre part of the line. And once it was driven to a really dangerous position, Rayner just went to work at ground level. He was able to get the little bobble ball out in the middle here, and he was on the end of it and finished truly.
They couldn't, could they?
It is the scoring end.
It is the scoring end.
But also, they're putting it into a really dangerous position, and we know that this Giants defensive unit is undermanned. So there's going to be opportunities.
So back to 76 points now. All set up by a 14-goal third term out of the Giants. The best ever quarter ever in VFL AFL history witnessed here today at NG in regards to scoring. So they'll chain it out from half-back here, the Giants. A little bounce from Fonte, 1-2, then handball over the top. Thomas, down the line, Gothard. He's had a day out. He had a massive third term, Gothard. What are his numbers, Bolts?
Gothard's up to a career high, 24 disposals.
He was the number 1 ranked player in that third term, wasn't he?
Yep, absolutely. He's had 9 tackles as well. Kicked 2 goals.
Callahan off a step, high ball up to the 50. Cadman went early. Stringer stayed down, but it beats him out of bounds.
And this is the sort of great game that Toby Green needed as well. Hasn't had too much of an influence over the past period.
Kick 5 so far, Toby, as we await a throw in Western side. Clouds getting a little darker here at NG. We go to Marvel next for the Dogs and the D's, so don't go anywhere. Lock that radio dial in. It's Triple M Rocks. Sunday afternoon footy, 23-7, 145 the Giants to 10-9, 69 the Lions. If you've just joined us, Oliver forward again. Grzycki, well, he dropped what he should have taken. Connor Stone involved, the captain again. Toby Green with the footy, 55 from home. He squirts it wide to Clayton Oliver in the pocket. Cal Brown's riding shotgun with him. He'll turn it high to a dangerous spot. They fly from all angles. Zach Bailey down, gets worried out of the footy. Well, a lot of players around at Brisbane with the numbers. Coleman with a fumble. Cadman in on top of him. Reveal. Well, speculative handball. And the package has got it. Jake round the body again. Does he bend it far enough? No, he doesn't. It'll be a minor score. 77. All the sevens they lead by. 23-8. Plays 10-9.
Well, Brisbane have just got to chase some respectability of this scoreboard at the moment. Jake then, and more time than enough to kick that one.
77 points they lead the Giants as Laverde too strong for Morris. Been the story of the day. Been a good pick-up from the Bombers. Thought his career might have been over, but they gave him a life as he dances around Morris, sells some candy, then dishes off to Ash. Looks open side, Grzycki pulls it down. Big Max has had a decent afternoon. He's kicked the 3 majors, and he'll go back to get the margin out to 83.
Great kick from Lockie Ash. We know he's been playing a little bit more midfield role, but he had to slide back into the back 6 with Lockie Whitfield going out, but his delivery inside forward 50 to find Big Max Grzycki.
It's a Big Max. And he kicked 8 goals too last year from his 6 games. He's already kicked 3 this afternoon. He's got 13 goals so far this year, so he's rising. The kick on its way from 40, and it's across the face, minor score. So margin out to 78 points. Triple M totally workwear scoreboard. Put your best footwear forward this season. Totally workwear.
We spoke in the pre-game around just the Lions conceding over 100 points, and there was a bit of frustrations from Chris Fagan. Well, 147 on the board, so there's a lot of work to do with this team.
They've leaked like a sieve this afternoon as the Giants go inside 50 again. Fletcher involved, clever. One at his bootlaces, a forward handball. Neil invites Zach Bailey in, a little chipping ball. If it sits for Ashcroft, it doesn't. Bedford beats him to it with pace.
Just more hungry.
Sees it out of play, leg speed and pace and intent.
It came from 15 metres behind and blitzed past Levi Ashcroft. He just didn't want to just put the head down and run hard at the football.
78 points to the home side. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard. Put your best footwear forward this season. Totally Workwear. Ball spits back into play. McMullen round the corner. Bounces off the ample chest of Stringer. Neil front and square. Wilmot involved. That'll bring rain. The old torpedo. High, speculative, wonderful forward. Laverde, was he clobbered high? He wanted a free kick. The umpire said, "No, keep going, boys." They pile in on top, and we'll get a ball up 15 out from the Brisbane goal.
They just supported their defensive 50 really well, the Giants, folding back, getting numbers, clogging this up.
Throw a blanket over about 20, came down, tackled by Cornelio. What are the inside 50s today so far, Bolts?
61 to 38.
Been dominated by the Giants. Came down, Bailey hits it at speed. He went low. No, he went, holding the ball. That's right. I was going to say, he went way too low. And shouldn't have been penalised, and in the end he was rewarded. So just a little 15-metre stabber. Finds the Font. Has it right next to the behind post, Fonty. He wheels onto the right. A high one for real estate. Gardner box seat. Stringer over the top. Got a little sit. Comes down Neal. A tackle by Stringer. They are not getting out of second gear, the Lions. They're just pedestrian at best. Now Gothard, who lit him up in the third. Gave it to Riccardi. Heard the voice of Bedford. Couldn't get it to him. Wilmot on his belly. Now McKenna. Got it up. Arms free. Gallop. Take it down. Didn't dispose of it. And now they're on the bounce, the Giants.
Yeah, Ash sweeps the handball. Cornelio low dart. McCluggage will cut it off.
Had to hit that kick. He had time and space, Cornelio. That wasn't good enough.
And so they spread from the contest. Dunkley's clever. Takes a good mark in front of Stone. Jab it wide. They can go quickly now, the Lions.
Bailey cuts inside of Iden. Runs to 55. Looks open side, and he's got Lockie Neal all on his lonesome 35 out slide angle.
He just sized that up really well, Zach Bailey. He had numbers flooding back into the front half. He had Charlie Cameron. He just went a little bit squarer, and he found Lockie Neal.
What are his numbers today, Bolts? Triple M at Red Z Lending.
He's a team high 23 disposals, 11 of those contested. He's already kicked a goal today, Lockie Neal.
He has. He kicked that goal in the second term to this end at the 3-minute mark. He gets the boos from the Orange Army behind the goals. Oh, he's leant back on that. He has missed a lot. Story of the afternoon. Morris might have kept it in. He snapped it. The boundary umpire on the scene set out on the full. So free kick Giants, deep in defence. They lead 147-69.
So the Giants a chance now in the hands of Fonte. Drives it wide. Harris Andrews double fister over the top, pulled out of play.
Look at their losses this year, the Brisbane Lions. 44 points to the Swans, 41 points last week, and down by 78 at the moment. When they've lost badly.
Really badly.
And they had one, what did they win, 6 of 8 on the way in? Yeah, they were in reasonable nick. But after half-time, they've been shown a clean pair of heels. Brucey Laville round the body towards half-forward. They fly. Charlie caught in a good tackle. Look at them swarm, the Giants. The orange and white Guernseys this afternoon. Lockie Ash gallops away. Squirts it wide. A little bit too much on it. Andrews will repel, goes back into the pocket. Iden's there. Himmelberg, they've had a good afternoon, these two. As Himmelberg, is that out of play? I think it is. And we'll get a boundary throw in, 35 out from the Brisbane goal.
Just love the pressure. You can see Grajewski just diving, trying to put a smother on with Harris Andrews. His entry kick, it just forces just a pop kick. It puts pressure on and gives your defenders an opportunity.
It's about 40 out from the Lions goal. Ball hurled back in. Briggs there being competitive. Oh, he stopped in the contest there. He might have got whacked in the schnoz. Hurried kick from Lohman. He's given it a decent ride and it's carried the whole way. Lohman gets his second. And the Lions have kicked the only 3 goals of this final term. Margin back to 72 points. As there's been a whistle, umpires are coming together. We'll have to head down to Justin soon for Bob Jane T-Marts because Briggsy's making his way off the field, Justin.
Yeah, it looks like a blood rule for Kieran Briggs. Just got a little bit of blood coming out from the nose in that ruck contest.
Yeah, you can see that ruck contest. Darcy Fort's shoulder just catches him just on the bridge of the nose.
Harvey Norman, Harry right now at Harvey Norman. Get bonus gift cards with selected Australian-made furniture and bedding. It ends Monday.
And Clayton Oliver now up to 31 disposals, 19 contested. Finn Callahan's been super busy, 26 disposals. Gothard, 25, as we said, a career high. And Lockie Neal, 24 disposals on the Triple M Red Z Lending stats.
Those might feature a little later in your Triple M MVP award, Jude, but we're back in the middle. Darcy Fort elevates against Riccardi. And that was clever from Rayner. He won it back to McCluggage, and he's wrapped up in a ball and all sort of tackle.
He's been good, young Oliver. He got the reprieve and came back in. It was at the first game last week.
He looked clean with his skills, looked composed, doesn't he? Good tackle. So the Brisbane Lions go forward again. It'll spill to the back. A little chance from McKenna around the corner, and he's got it. So Brisbane a kick 4 for the quarter. McKenna's got a couple, and they bridge the margin to 11 goals. 66 points the diff. 12-9, 81 Brisbane. They trail the Giants 23 goals, 9, 147.
Yeah, it's come from that stoppage and just a quick kick forward to an open forward line. They get contest in the air, and then too many Giants went for that spoil and didn't kill the high ball, and it just allowed Connor McKenna to just read it off hands and finish truly.
You wouldn't want this to get back to a 5-6 goal lead after what we saw in the third term. It's currently 11 goals now. But they have piled on 4 in a row here, the Lions.
Yeah, that's where the Giants need to keep the foot on the throat.
Back in the middle for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Daniels going the wrong way. He wheels back, goal side, and then the handball, Cornelio. He's run on here, Daniels, and now he's got the chain up. Oh, spin it before he had it there. I think it might have been Gothard. Now the Lions on the turnover. McCluggage found himself at 50. Dropped the ball instead of kicking it.
In trouble.
He has had a dog of a day, McCluggage. And that sums it all up. So we'll have a ball up on attacking 50 for the Lions.
He realised he was probably going to get smothered, so he tried to just stop and prop, and he fumbled, and it brought more pressure. McCluggage.
So Fort bashes it forward. Zach Bailey! He's missed near side. Margin 65 points. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard. 23 goals, 9, 147 the Giants. 12-10, 82 the Brisbane Lions. Iden with the footy now. Summing up his options, in no hurry to bring the footy back into play. Chooses the western side, drives it wide. Cadman, 1-2, grabs, can't complete the mark. McLaughlin, a little handball. He wanted Wilmot. Wilmot, little fumble. Daniels, great tackle.
He's been good today.
He has. Such an important player to the way they play, and missed so much footy at the start of the year with that hamstring injury. Brent Daniels, he's been terrific today.
Half forward Lions, Fonte tackled Lyman, wrapped up. That's a nice tackle. No prior opportunity. So we'll have another ball up. 9.5 left in this one. You have just joined us. They lead by 66, the Giants. It was set up by a 14-goal third term. The biggest ever quarter we've seen in VFL, AFL history. As they send it outside 50, Himmelberg through the hands of Cabman. No one there for company. So they have to double back. It's picked up Stone. He turns boundary side. Interesting. Got it up to Cabman. Bit of time and space. He just massages one to Bedford. He's got it at 80. Wheels back inside. A high right foot ball, top of the square. The cavalry arrive. Coleman. Spalls down. Green. Kept it in. Handball's over. Something out of nothing for the Giants. And Cal Brown kicks another one to the western end. They're out of their seats here at NG Stadium. And that was a little bit of magic from Toby Green. Giants, 163, Lions 82, Triple M, Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Well, they just were hemmed in on the boundary line here, the Giants, after Cadman sort of squared the football up. But once it got just right in the pocket, the Lions had to force Toby Green through. He picks up the ball in the pocket, missed tackle from Kadeen Coleman, allows the hands to get free, and he just forces the handball to a really dangerous spot at the goal mouth. Wonderful effort from Toby Green and the finish.
Bob Jane teammates, Justin Edwards.
Kieran Briggs all patched up, ready to go back on. And some news from Marvel Stadium. The start time for that game has had to be pushed back by 3 minutes because the Giants are kicking so many goals here.
So the Giants go forward again. Phoenix Gothard, he set that third quarter. He's one of the instigators. A forward little handball. Clayton Oliver, 45 from home, pulls the kick. He wanted Cadman. Darcy Gardner did the work in the air. Found it in the grass. Squirts it wide to Fort. If it sits for him, it does. The big man's got to bend down. He didn't really want it. Just stepped out of play. And we'll get a throw in. Inside forward 50 for the Giants. An astonishing third term where they booted 14 goals to zip to set this 71-point lead up that they have right now. 19 minutes gone, final term. They toss it back in. Fort works to the front. Cleverly done by Ashcroft. It was Will. He kicked it towards, I think it was McLaughlin. It was free kick, so they play on quickly now. Neil across half back.
Toby's just given a bit of tough work out there and left Levi Ashcroft on his backside.
Split him open like a Christmas turkey.
They're going after him too now.
They are. We'll have a look at it on the Harvey Norman replay. It's definitely going to pop up. I think he hasn't got a case to answer for.
Triple and Harvey Norman replay just gives a handball off, and he just got him square down the middle, down the sternum. It was all fair.
Play on.
Did it well, Toby. As the ball's back in, and attack here for the Lions. Draper tried to take out of the ruck and then wanted to milk the free. No whistle. Cornelio gets the afterburners on and then puts it out. Well on Cal Brown. He's been great today. A handy inclusion. Been good in the sky and on the ground as he sends it up to the 50. Toby out of shape. Well on Harris Andrews. Gives a little casual spin and then Wilmot to Rayner. Defensive side of the bullseye. Sends a scrubby ball up to half forward. They got the numbers. Neal feeds it wide. McCluggage. Oh, that's a sloppy handball. Put it to a teammate under pressure in McLaughlin. Bailey will make it work. Back out to McCluggage. Tucked into the boundary. Puts it top of the square. Draper there. Off hands. Himmelberg tracks it. And happy to see it out of bounds next to the behind post. 7 minutes left in this one. Giants 24-9, 153. The Lions 12-10, 82. Built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a ream.
Home side by 71 points. They throw it in. Forward pocket for the Lions. Orange Guernseys everywhere. Ash is the man. He'll spit it out towards Toby versus Wilmot. Toby keeps his feet. Wilmot falls over. Green has it. A little forward handball. Invites some heat. They share it across the eastern wing. The Giants in control again via Callahan, and he spits it into the centre square.
They got the run and dash from Ash. It's his birthday today, and he looks inside 50. Misses Cal Brown. He's got Coleman for company. Gave it to the package. Is there nothing this man can't do? The package has got 5 as he tucked it in from the left forward pocket, outside on the boot dribbler, and curled it through the middle. The Giants 159 over the Lions 82.
Well, the Giants streaming through the middle again. Lockie Ash just outstanding, tucking the ball under the wing, bouncing through. No defensive work rate from the Brisbane Lions. And then they just had opportunities with Cal Brown. And I love Jakey Stringer. He dribbles it through, an incredible goal, and goes and high-fives one of the Giants crowd members.
He has done it all today with the crowd. He blew kisses earlier.
It's all about fan engagement for Jakey.
It is.
The package.
But there's been goals from 50 directly in front. There's been goals from left forward pocket, right forward pocket, high, low. He has got a big repertoire, has Jake the Snake. They go forward again. Cal Brown involved. Coleman brings it to grass. Fletcher there, pushed forward by Callahan. He wanted it a little bit more. Wilmot in the way. They share it now via Draper. But he's pulled off his kick. Stone will cut it off. Puts it back inside. Toby can't mark. Andrews at the back. A little fumble from Harris Andrews. Invites Cadman to the footy. Cadman goes round and hits the posts. 78 points from the Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard. 25-10. Plays 12-10.
The siren can't come quick enough for the Lions. Made the journey here. And they've got a good history here on NG as well. They come into this one having won their last 3 here. They would have given themselves a good chance to bounce back from their loss to the Cats. But now they're going to lose 2 on the trot as the kick down the line went through the hands of Laverde. It'll bob back into his hands. Iden. Oh, at the feet there. Fell over there was Fonte. They're going to work it out though. Little handball over the top. Harrison Oliver finds Briggs. Look at him just queue up here. They love it. They've got runners everywhere as they attack through the spine. Callahan pins back the ears from 50. Shepherd from Riccardi. And it's party time here at NG. GWS 26-10, 166 over the Lions, 12-10, 82. Triple M Totally Workwear scoreboard.
Well, for Adam Kingsley, you've just got so much evidence now that your game plan stands up. You can just draw upon this second half of how you want to play and structure your footy. You've got so much pressure and effort from the players right across the board. It starts with their contest in the middle, but they're their willingness to get involved in the chain, be bringing each other into it, and it finishes with Finn Callaghan, who drives it long and strong on Triple M Harvey Norman.
Built on intensity and hard work. Bob Jane Team March, Justin Edwards.
Records keep tumbling here at NG Stadium. That is now the Giants' highest ever score in any match. Goes past 162 points that they scored against Essendon in 2023, up to 166 now, and still time to go.
For Bob Jane Team March, price busters with Bob Jane Team March. Buy 3, get 1 free. Instant cash back on top tyre brands. bobjane.com.au.
5 minutes left as Cornelio sends it to half forward, and he's got Toby Green.
One-on-ones everywhere inside forward 50.
He's kicked 5 today, Toby. He lowers the eyes this time. He's turned it over. Good mark, Gallup. Immediately just squirts a little flat one and finds Wilmot. He's looking corridor. He's had the run and dash on from McLaughlin. Or Tunstall, actually. James Tunstall gets it out wide. Here is Marshall. Gets it over to Neal. And now Levi Ashcroft, sweeping handball wide, back to Marshall, runs to 50, looks inside, and only as far as Himmelberg.
Harry.
He's had a good day today too.
The double H from Mengapla, Cookadini United, squirts it wide. Keeping his feet is McKenna. It's going to come back with interest. He waits, stops and props. He just goes low and hard, but it'll be cut off by Laverty. He's had a good afternoon.
There's 16 disposals. This will be 17.
Oh, they're going to open him up through the middle as Briggs has it. He thought he marked it. It was from a handball as they go wide. Cadman versus Andrews. Going to ground. Andrews keeps his feet. Does he keep the footy in? He does. Little handball back to Charlie Cameron. He's got Fletcher for support, and he'll squirt it in to McLaughlin at half back.
He wants to switch here now. Laterally, he's got Fletcher. Short option down the line, ignores that. He's got the tall timber down there and Fort. He opts to go back through the middle. Tunstall. Not a convincing kick. Finds Levi Ashcroft. Goes to his brother Will. Just a bit of stat padding here for the Lions because no one's moving. As Gardner provides an option near the bullseye. A high one inside 50. Tall timber flies and Lohman launches and takes it at the highest points. He'll go back for a set shot from 30.
Well, the Sting's gone out of the game, and they were able to just work the ball all the way forward there without any real pressure from the Giants. And then Lohman had access to the footy in the air for an uncontested mark in the front half.
He's kicked 2 already today, the showman. Just under 3 minutes left in this one. A late consolation prize on offer. As Toby Green gets the applause as he comes to the bench. Lohman sets sail, and Lohman gets his 3rd. So the Lions strike one late here, but it's all too little too late in the end. They had 12 goals, 13 goals, 10-88. The Giants at 26-10, 166. Triple M totally workwear scoreboard.
At least they've shown a little bit in the last quarter, the Brisbane Lions, and tried to make some level of respectability of the scoreboard. 5 goals in this term. Had more possessions, had 16 inside 50s to 13 on the Triple M Red Z lending stats, and this time Lohman gets his 3rd.
It's Jude Bolton for Seabus Super. Build your something the smart way. So dying minutes of this one before, for Choice Hotels, we go to Marvel. The D's and the Dogs will bookend round 11. But it's been one-way traffic since half-time here at NG Stadium for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water Triple M Rocks footy. Dunkley, he's caught in a good tackle from Daniels. The ball squirts forward, and on the end of it, it's that man, Jake the Snake, leaves it behind. Fletcher was clean below his knees. Picks it up, goes towards centre wing. Tunstall involved. Has to release the footy was Marshall. He's turned it over. Big Briggsy. He'll have to bend down and pick it up. He doesn't. He fumbles. Invites the pressure. Fletcher lends a hand. Ashcroft goes back to Fletcher, and Fletcher will squirt it towards Charlie Cameron on centre wing.
Good spoil item. First on the scene was Oliver. Got the handball up Cornelio. That was a bit heavy, the handball. Made it work. Ooh. Bedford just ducked down underneath the opponent and then tried to get it back to Cornelio. Laid the shepherd for Gothard. And now around the body is not too bad. Sliding in Grajewski. Takes it right on the paint of 50. Wheels and goes. Like something in the pocket. Riccardi out of position. Opted to spoil. Out of bounds. Right forward pocket. So 1.5 left in this one. Giants 166 over Brisbane 88. And if you hurry right now at Harvey Norman, you get bonus gift cards with selected Australian-made furniture and bedding. Ends Monday.
So we away to throw in. Dark clouds just
starting to loom.
Yes. Throw it in. They do. Ball comes to the front. Bedford leaves it behind. Neil doesn't. Gave it to Ashcroft in Will. He kicks it towards half-back. Oliver's there. Had a good afternoon, Clayton Oliver. They share it. They'll come back inside. Forward 50 do the Giants. Cadman at the back. It's off hands. And hits the woodwork, the smaller post. So we'll get a throw in forward pocket. 30 minutes played, final term. The Giants 26-10, 166. They lead the rating premiers 13-10, 88.
It's a high throw back in. Briggs to the front. Levi Ashcroft there, tackled Stringer. Shoveled out Wilmot. Gothard, creative, tried to spin out of the tackle. Neil, clean as always. Got the handball out the back door. And then the hurry kick from Fort down the line's been chopped off McMullen. Handballs, little 1-2 with Callahan. Runs to 50. Slider sideways. It came a spoil. Sitting up high, Himmelberg being great. Gothard again. Twisting, turning in the traffic, and then a little right football from Stone into the pocket. Couldn't find the target. Gallup got it out towards Gardner, and now he'll belt it outside 50.
And chooses the corridor, and Loman's marked it. So the only real forward that sort of gave a yelp has been Loman. Charlie was active early as they go to Zach Bailey. Zach Bailey a little low ball towards that man, Charlie Cameron. It's held up by Stone. Fonty's there too to lend a hand. Then comes Ash. Ash gives it to Stringer at half-back. He puts it in the path of Brown. If it sits for him, it does. One way, then the other. A good tackle from McLaughlin brought him down. Cadman's caught also. Phoenix Gothard, he's caught in a good tackle by Gardner. And we'll get a ball up to end this one.
Clayton Oliver now up to 37 disposals, 23 of those contested. Leading all comers on the Triple M Red Z landing stats.
What an afternoon it's been for the Giants. Their biggest ever score since their inception. And it was all set up with a 14-goal third term. The Giants are not done with in season 26. 26-10, 166 over the Lions. 13-10, 88.
They were greater than Brisbane this afternoon. The performance, as combative as it was, unforgiving. The Giants completely dismantled Brisbane. We're going to get to a quick break. We'll review it after this one. But in the end, it was the Giants by 78 points. 26-10, 166 to Brisbane, 13-10, 88 for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks football.
That quarter for Totally Workwear. Put your best footwear forward this season. Totally Workwear.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M rocks footy.
built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Imagine not having clean clothes to wear, or even someone to talk to on a daily basis. For thousands of Australians, that's the reality they wake up to every day. Orange Sky is there for people doing it tough or experiencing homelessness by offering free laundry, warm showers, and a genuine moment of connection. You can help bring hope, connection, and care to someone who needs it. Donate or volunteer today at orangesky.org.au. Every little bit truly helps.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go around. See, for everyone finding a gold coin,
Oh, stoked! I found $2.
there's a newlywed whose gold ring is falling down the drain. Lucky Amy has optional cover for portable valuables.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying contents insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
The new Flex 24-volt range. Judge it for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's mint. These feel nice and light.
Seriously, you notice the turbo setting. The lighter the better. Super easy to handle.
Really comfortable in hand.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Feels like a beast.
The new Flex 24-volt range. More power without the weight. Plus, a lifetime warranty. Available at all leading power tool specialists. Search flex-tools.com.au. Flex. Demand more.
You hear that? That's the sound of something building. Not just anything. That's someone's future. Some people build the hard way. But with Cbus, you can do it the smart way. Cbus Super. Build your something. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you.
I built that, and that, and that. I even did a job for a guy over there too.
If this sounds like you, then you, my sweat-filled full-tilt job site juggernaut, are a true tradie. And as a true tradie, you know a thing or two. Like Mitre 10, who have dedicated trade teams, expert advice, fast and on-time deliveries, stock quality trade materials, and are the trusted partner in the trade. You also know there's nothing better than a site next to a trade centre. Mitre 10 Trade for true tradies.
Not sure how to get started with radio? Brandworks is your easy access into radio advertising with a simple plan and creative included. Plus monthly support from your local team so you know it's working. Your message runs in trusted local shows on your local Triple M station, and you'll tap into Australia's largest regional radio audience. Seats are limited. Register for a Brandworks seminar today. Go to advertise.listener.com/Brandworks to contact us today.
Ever said near enough is good enough? Excuses for a tick. This ad's not for you. Now we've lost anyone who's whacking spark plugs in with a hammer, let's talk Pro to Pro. When upgrading to high-quality precision tools and equipment, choose Warren & Brown. Equipment for torque setting, soldering, the workshop and garage, hand tools and more. Warren & Brown, manufacturers and suppliers of quality precision tools since 1921. Info at wbtools.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. Amy, Clangers for Good is back. Tell us your footy clanger for the chance to win. Enter now at afl.com.au/Amy Clangers for Good.
Kingsley tonight for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. McDonald's when the footy's on and you can't miss a moment. Get Macca's delivered for 99-cent delivery free only on the My Macca's app. Wow, what a performance by the home side on the back of a 14-goal third term. They run out 78-point winners, 26-10, 166 to the Lions, 13-10-88. Brad Seymour, Tim Solly beside me, and this man, Jude Bolton.
I tell you what, this is just such an impressive performance by the Giants, but then you've got to dig into what's happening at the Lions. So just whether there's a question mark over the hunger and the ability to just go and dig in, and that second half, is it an aberration or is it something more, I guess a question mark over the whole ethos at the moment? They just need to find and rediscover their form. They've got a tough couple of weeks coming up with Fremantle and then the Q clash, so a tough fortnight ahead of them. There'll be some question marks asked internally.
They did kick, 5 goals in that final term, but the sting was well and truly taken out of the game about the 10-minute mark of the third term because it was one-way traffic. But they face arguably the most informed team in the competition at home next week, a huge test for them.
It's a massive test. I mean, Fremantle are playing unbelievable footy. They've won 10 straight games, and an opportunity just to try and bounce back against a really quality side, and they'll need to. This is just an absolute pantsing by the Giants out of nowhere too.
Can we talk about that third term? Where they conceded 14 goals in 33 minutes of play. That's from back-to-back premiers. So that's the best defence the game has seen in 2 seasons or 2.5 seasons, and to be completely opened up like that. Like we spoke off air about, you see that with the young developing sides that are playing all teenage kids, not the reigning premiers.
They were so susceptible to pressure, the lack of run and effort, and then once they lost it out of the contest in the middle, well, in the front half, Cadman got to work, Gothard got to work. Their pressure and you could just see the defensive unit were just coughing it up. It was coming back in time and time again, so they took 3 marks in that quarter, but I tell you what, it came all from pressure, though, and just the ability of the Giants to hit the scoreboard and just mount the scoreboard pressure on.
This is the Triple M Amy Review with Jude Bolton. Amy Clangers for Good is back with the biggest prize pool ever. Your footy clanger could win you and your club a share of $250,000 if you don't mind. T's and C's apply. Giants going down in the rooms and they're showering each other in Gatorade. Oh, young Phoenix Gothard had a breakout game today with 29 touches. He was immense. And you've got young Harrison Oliver, who was the late inclusion. Lockie Whitfield was the late out with hamstring awareness. He came in and played his role here today. And they were victors by 78 points. Let's head downstairs and get the song, shall we? And we don't have the audio yet, so we'll come back and once that audio kicks in, we will find it. Giants here by 78 points. They've got kids and everything inside the circle. They're going to sing it nice and loud. Those kids are going to be scared. Some of the moments that worried me, Bolts, were the fact that there's one moment down the wing here when McCluggage was giving chase, and he literally just gave up. You saw him, the ball was being bounced down.
Lockie Ash was bouncing. He's already fatigued because he's taken 3 bounces, and then McCluggage just didn't want to chase, and he actually tucked it under his wing and bounced again to go around him, and then that opened up the whole ground, and that's what puts your defence in enormous pressure. If you're not getting your inside pressure from your midfields done, good luck to your back six.
And there was another moment down here on that exact same wing where the ball looked like it was going to tumble out of bounds. Cam Rayner just looked at it and thought, well, that's going over, I'm just going to give up. It actually stopped and stayed in the field of play. Stringer swept on it, got inside. Toby Green kicks a goal. There was another moment where you just saw players kind of
flat-footed,
just make a decision. Oh, well, I'm not going to take care of that. And even late in the game, a couple of those goals they kicked, I know they kicked 5-3 in the last term, won that last quarter on the scoreboard, but some of those goals were because their players didn't chase. The ball got turned over at half back, so all the players that hadn't run down to support were actually behind the play, so that meant they had more numbers behind the play and made them hurt behind the play. But I wouldn't be content with that last quarter. Even though they outscored, a lot of those goals were from players being lazy.
And that's what Chris Fagan will be digging into. They'll be just replying those sort of things and saying, okay, is this the standard we need to be the best? And they are the best, the back-to-back premiers, and we expect so much of them. It just is so hard to go to the well again and have that energy when you are the hunted. Every team's going to lift their intensity the whole time.
Speaking of standards, there was one particular man that played at another standard altogether this afternoon. McDelivery, well-played moment tonight's whatever, McDelivery moment happened in the third term and the fourth. We've got a couple of this because Jake Stringy was white hot this afternoon. He would end with 5, and here's how we called it on Triple M Footy.
Good little Topo Thomas gets it back, tucked into the pocket. He handballs it out the back. Green little slider into the pocket. A snap.
Oh, don't tell me! Don't tell me!
Oh, the package! He wrapped it up in a bow. It's from Ash. It's his birthday today, and he looks inside 50. Mrs. Cal Brown, he's got Coleman for company. Gave it to the package.
Oh.
Is there nothing this man can't do?
There is a reason why the establishment flew him up from down south this afternoon. That was Timmy Solly, of course, on Triple M Footy. The Bob Jane interview, we're not getting that quite at the moment. We've got some technical issues downstairs, but Price Busters with Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free. Instant cash back on top of tyre brands. Top tyre brands, that is. BobJaneTmarts.com.au. The Triple M MVP, Jude. Who did you decide got 1 vote this afternoon?
It was tough pickings because there were so many players that had impactful games. You talk about Lockie Ash's run, and then also Brent Daniels' ability, even Phoenix Gothard having a career high. But I gave 1 vote to Jakey Stringer. I thought he was just brilliant. 5 goals, 4 today, and just impactful in the front half, and just owned the front half. And then I gave 2 votes to Toby Green. I thought 21 disposals, kicked 5 himself as well. the skipper honestly tried to put the team on his back and get them going. And then 3 votes, I go to Clayton Oliver. 37 disposals, 23 contested possessions. He was the one in the first half who really dug in and gave them the lead. He was in and under the whole time and providing the whole time. So he was fantastic.
He's been carrying a big workload, Clayton Oliver, as I call him, the contest king. He in and under, shoveling it out. A great foil as they got him, obviously in the off season, to stand beside the other Green, as in Tom Green. Tom Green goes down. He's carried a lot of weight because Finn Callaghan, apart from today, has been a little bit down on his output.
Yeah, exactly. So Finn Callaghan had 31 today, but yeah, Clayton Oliver, 23 contested. The next best was Lockie Neal with 16 contested possessions. So his ability to get it from inside to out was just super impressive.
All right, so Stringer with 1 vote for his 5. Toby Green, great to see him return to form. He also kicked 5. Clayton Oliver, 3 votes. The contested king, best on ground this afternoon. For Choice Hotels around the grounds, Choice Hotels get you more for your money, so you can check into more. Get the lowest prices guaranteed when you book direct with choicehotels.com.
About 10 minutes into the first term there, Snap, and the Dogs have got off to a good start. They're 3 goals straight to Nam. That's the Demons, just 1 behind their players early in that one. The goal kickers there, Richards, West and Lewis for the Dogs. And leading ball winners on the ground, Ed Richards has got 6 as always. He's at the top. And Bailey, Dale and Bontempelli have both got 5 apiece. So Dogs off to a good start there.
All right, well, we got to get out of here. Some technical issues downstairs. But in the end, it was the Giants by 78 points. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks football.
The Triple M Footy Review for 8.